What's up, everybody? Can you guys hear me? I get a thumbs up. Is that a yes? You guys can hear me. Type a yes in if you can hear me. I'm using the new software, so I want to make sure this is good. All right. I think you guys can hear me, so. Yep, all right. We're going to get started. So I want to thank everybody for jumping on real quick. I know this was a little bit of a short notice, but I hit 500 subscribers real fast, a lot faster than I was planning on. And so I thought I would reward the community as well as have a fun little party to do this. So anyway, we're going to get started here, and I'm going to throw out my logo here. Hopefully you guys can see that too. Oh no, Sufer fell over. There we go. He is not going to stay there. Let's see. You guys see that there? That's fun. All right. So I got a new streaming software. Hopefully we'll have a guest on in a little bit as well, which will be fun. And I got a lot of cool stuff to cover with you guys today. So you can see my new setup here. This is where I'm going to be showing you guys some coins as well as a few other things around the giveaways today. And also, if we have enough people in here, we may do an auction, which would be kind of fun too. So we'll kind of see what happens. If we can get up to about 20 people, we can do an auction. Otherwise, I may just do a couple bins. And then I've got a ton of giveaway stuff. So this whole stack of gold right here we're giving away. Okay, same with these guys over here, if you can see them here. So that's going to be fun. So I'm going to now move the screen over to myself here. Can you guys see me okay? Hopefully you can. So anyway, I want to thank you guys. 500 subscribers for me in, I think, about 2.5 months or so is, I think, pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited about it. I did have a little issue with the last couple weeks. I've been on vacation. As I put in my last post, Silver 103, I think families are a big part of everything. I think you need to take time to be with your kids and have a vacation. At least I think that's in that one. It's in a different video. But I just got back from doing a Disney World trip for a couple days and also doing a Disney cruise. Unfortunately, I slipped at Disney really bad and messed up my neck. So I'm on painkillers, so hopefully, and muscle relaxants. Hopefully, I'll be able to do this for the amount of time I'm hoping for. And I think we'll go for anywhere from an hour and a half to about 2 hours today, if you guys want to hang that long. But anyway, hopefully I look okay, but my neck's a little messed up and really tight and stuff. So be careful when you're walking around cafeterias. A lot of times there's stuff on the ground and they don't always put signs out. They had no sign for me. So that was kind of an issue. So I'm still in the process of trying to work that stuff out. With that said, we had an amazing vacation, couple quick days at Disney World and then a Disney cruise. I know some of you guys are probably not big Disney fans at the moment because of Disney getting involved in politics and their opinion of things that maybe goes beyond what you might want Disney to be. But this is a trip we had planned for a year in advance, and I'm a big Disney fan as an overall culture. I think what they've been doing as of late is definitely something that's starting to go against my culture and against family values, so I've had issues with that. But at the same time, I've got kids that love Disney. They don't understand everything. Well, I guess they're old enough they kind of understand what's going on, but they don't understand maybe like an adult would. So my youngest just turned 17 while we were on the cruise. But hey, thanks guys for the congratulations. For sure, my hair still looks fantastic. All right, well, as long as I have it, we're going to show it. We'll flaunt it a little bit. I'm in my late 40s and I don't have very much gray, which is pretty cool. My grandma passed away at 95 and she looked pretty much black with a little bit of salt in there. So I kind of take after my grandma. Hopefully my hair will stay in a long time and look good. So as long as they have Star Wars, I'm kind of hooked. Yeah, I know it's a problem. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I'm also a pretty good Marvel fan. So today we got some awesome stuff, guys, and I'm pretty excited about it. But before I get into that, let me just finish my quick monologue here on my trip because it is relevant. I had 12 videos prepared or at least shot, which means filmed, for those of you that don't know that terminology, before we went on this trip. And then everything got crazy. My work got crazy. I was actually supposed to be at a annual sales conference in Las Vegas during that time. And being at Disney was definitely a much more relaxing thing than the conference. However, those are our big conferences that we usually go to. So since I had this planned a year in advance, I was able to still keep it. But everything got really hectic right before that, getting ready for the trip as well as for my work stuff. So I didn't get to edit all those videos. So I've got 12 videos that are ready to edit, and I'm in the process of doing that right now. And then I filmed a handful of videos, probably about four or so videos on the vacation. So I've got some good tips that'll come out about Disney World, also about the Disney cruise. We screwed a lot of stuff up. It was our first time. And we had all these great pictures taken, and I can't find them. I guess you had to sign up on the ship, so they're all gone. We're kind of bummed about that. But I have some videos that will be coming out on that. So look out for the next 2 to 3 weeks. I will probably have a video dropping every other day, maybe even daily, as well as at least one short a day, maybe 2. If you saw my short last night that I put out about my silver certificate, so I'll show you guys that here. Here's my silver certificate. This is one I purchased, and this is one that I got from my grandma. It's not as in good a shape, but I thought it was pretty cool. Oh, guys. Put that back up there. And I'm going to have a kind of a series coming out that's going to talk a little bit about how do you find value in the money you might already have at your house that's laying around. And this can come in the form of coins that you may already have, regular coins. It will come in the form of silver coins. It also come in the form of bills that you can look for. So I've been going through my $100 bills and finding a bunch of star notes and kind of some dates. And I'll continue to have some fun little shorts that come out about that to help us. But anyway, that's kind of what I've been up to lately. So if you haven't seen me around, that's what's happened. My channel pretty much died. I got down to where I was losing subscribers every day, and it kept shrinking over the vacation. So if you guys are YouTubers and you take a vacation, make sure you've got content ready to go. I was hoping the Wi-Fi on the ship would be sufficient to upload even a short. It was not. And I spent hundreds of dollars trying to get telecommunications to work, and it didn't work out that way, unfortunately. So anyway, guys, thanks for jumping on there. And Knox, if you could kind of help a little bit, I think you already are. That would be great as a mod, and then I think Sean's going to jump on in a few minutes too. So one thing I want to throw out there for you guys is this. If you haven't hit the thumbs up already, please go ahead and do that. That'll help people know that this is out there. It'll wake up the algorithms a little bit. So what are we going to do today? All right, it's a 500 sub party, so we're going to have fun with this. I learned my lesson from doing my last live stream on May the 4th be with you and having a very subtle Empire Strikes Back playing in the background, and they chopped my 2-hour video down to about 25 minutes and for copyright infringement. So I'll work on getting some music for my future live streams that'll be fun, that's unique, that we can use. It's not going to hit the copyright stuff. I didn't have time quite yet for that. So today, let's talk about what we're going to do. I got a ton of giveaways, so I'm just going to show you guys some of the giveaways. I've got a proof set here. That's pretty fun. You guys like that? I've got another set here that is a fun set. It is not silver, just so you guys know, but it is a fun set, and it's from 1965. So just short of a year there. And then I've got some other fun silver here. I've got a little mini Beskar bar. You guys like that? That's an ounce. And then I've got, let's see if I can get these up for you to show you guys. I've got 2 mini Aztec calendars, 1/10 of an ounce, you guys. These are pretty sick. These are kind of fun. All right, so we're gonna set these guys out here. All right, we're gonna set that stuff out. I guess we'll throw this guy out here too, so you can just see it out there, kind of cluttered, but that's fun. For anybody that wins a giveaway today, you're also going to get a sticker and a magnet, which is going to be pretty cool. I've only made 100 of these, and I've got some new stickers coming that look more like my logo in the bottom left, if that is actually showing up right now. And, oh, you guys weren't actually seeing the coins. There you go. So these are the Aztec 10th of an ounce rounds. Cool calendar. And then I've got the mini Beskar bars. Okay, all right. And then I've got chocolate. We're going to be giving some chocolate away because I like chocolate, and I'm not seeing anybody giving chocolate away. I just don't see that happening very often. So guys, we need to have fun and give some chocolate away, don't we? All right, and then because it is my 500, we are going to do some other fun silver too. So I've got these JM Bullion 1 ounce silver bars. All right, so I'll be giving one of those away. If we can get up to, how many likes are we at now? 10 thumbs up. If we can get ourselves to 20 thumbs up, I'll give 2 of those away. And if we can get ourselves up to 30 thumbs up, I will also throw this guy in. So let's see if we can get those up. That'd be fun. All right, so subjects I wanted to cover today. So I've got a couple things. One, I've got 3 unboxings I want to do. I've never done an unboxing live. I don't know if you guys have seen those live or not, but I think those will be kind of fun. So I've got an unboxing that's in the comic world. I've got a new video. So let me do this first. I'm going to tell you guys about some of the videos that are dropping here soon. I did an awesome interview with a comic book store. And you might ask, well, why does that have anything to do with coins? Well, one of the reasons it has to do with coins is comic books can be graded just like coins can, and it's from a sister company. And so we're going to talk a little bit about grading comics just briefly today as I show you a whole bunch of them that just came back. I sent them 8 months ago. There was a problem with payment, not on my end, but on the company's end that I will be interviewing. And they have fixed that issue now. So if you were to send comics into them, that issue shouldn't happen again. But it took 8 months to get the comics back. So when they arrived yesterday, I was pretty stoked. So I'm going to show you guys that. It's pretty cool. You're going to like that. And I'll also show you a kind of an awesome... oh, we got Sean's coming in here too. All right, Sean. So we're going to go over comic books briefly. And the reason for that is I want to help you guys understand the difference between grading coins, grading comic books, and raw comic books and raw coins. It is really important. There's a huge difference in price in those things. And a lot of times you're wondering, well, should I send my coins in to get graded? I haven't done that yet, but I have a ton of coins that I think would be really good to be graded. And so I've got an expert that I'm going to bring in on a video here pretty soon that's going to help us understand when we should turn our coins in, or not turn them in, when we should send them in for grading, which is going to be pretty fun. Hey, Empire Precious Metals Stormy, thanks for dropping by. Hey, check this out real quick. You see that? I'm wearing it. I know you guys can't see it too well right now, but I got my Stormy I Overpaid shirt. I think I've done that maybe 4 dozen times. I've overpaid. But then I've also got some killer deals. And Stormy's always happy to let me know when I get a killer deal there. He likes to remind me of that. Anyway, so we're going to do a little bit of that. I've got an unboxing that just came in from AppMex. I know a lot of you guys don't like AppMex because it's expensive, but hey, they've got a lot of exclusives and cool coins that are coming in. And then I also bought some off of Instagram that are pretty cool too. I think you guys are going to like that. So we're going to do 3 unboxings, which will be pretty fun. And then I want to talk about silver and gold price. Where is it going? I've got some charts that have just hit the market here in the last couple of days off of Twitter. And I want to show you guys where the gold and silver price is going and what's happening in the macroeconomic situation. And then I want to talk just a little bit about where things may go, where I'm starting to hear conversations around a melt up. We'll talk about that briefly. And then also what happens after a melt up, which is a blow off top. And then, a lot of times you'll have a massive crash that happens from there. What could silver possibly do there? And I will have a short that's coming out on that and maybe even a longer video. So those are a few of the things. Yeah, crap max. Exactly, guys. It's a love-hate relationship there, right? So, but I will tell you, I would rather buy from AppMex right now than directly from the mint. Um, like say Perth Mint, if I'm trying to get stuff down there. One of the reasons is I got hit with huge fees for from customs. And then the other issue is here in California, I've got to buy at least $2,000 worth of precious metals in order to not pay sales tax, which is close to 8%. So that really sucks. So I'm constantly having to save up to the 2,000 and make a purchase to do that. And I do have an eBay channel. So if you guys go to my bio link, either on YouTube or on Instagram, you can see my link to my eBay. Prices are a little bit high at the moment. If you see anything you guys like, DM me. I'd be happy to lower the price for you, and we can go from there. So anyway, we got a lot I want to kind of cover today. So in addition to that, comic books, another video that's coming out is going to be a full interview with Drew Brophy. My gosh, sorry, Drew. On how he got involved with getting a silver coin made about one of his surfboard designs. We're going to talk a little bit about could another coin be coming? What would the other coin look like possibly? And then I've got another interview with him that's going to be talking about his near-death experience, which is pretty cool. And then we're also going to be doing a video just on his whole gallery expose. So he basically just had a bunch of paintings he's made in the last year, and it's been 3 years since he's done a new gallery opening. And there's some pretty cool stuff there. I'm also going to unveil one of the paintings that I bought from him that I thought was pretty cool. And we're going to hang it right behind my head here. It's going to become our new backdrop. But those will be some videos that are coming out. In addition to that, I've got my Silver 104 course. And then we're going to start getting into more of the 200 level courses, which are going to be more advanced. So we're going to start talking about spreadsheets. How do you keep track of your silver and gold? How do you know when it's a good time to buy and sell? We'll start looking at equations and other things like that. So let's go ahead and do our first giveaway here, and then I'm going to bring a guest speaker on in just a few minutes, SPB, for any of those that know him. And so he's sitting back in the green room, okay? It doesn't look very green, though, I'll tell you that. So anyway, that'll be fun. And we're going to talk a bit about what's happening in the macroeconomic situation with Sean in a few minutes. Okay, so let's do our first giveaway. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do one of these Aztec rounds here. Okay, so this is a 1/10 of a, let me switch it over. You guys don't want to see me. We got a 1/10 of an ounce Aztec calendar. It's pretty cool. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty cool. I've got these in 1/10 to 1 ounce to, I think, 2 ounce, and then also a 5 ounce. So these have been fun rounds for me. Okay, so let's see. We've got, how many people do we have in here right now? I think we've got 6 watching, so your odds are really good that you can win this. I don't have any kind of a spin wheel yet set up. I'll have to work on that in the future. But for right now, what I want to do is we're going to do a quick giveaway on this. So I want you guys to guess what my profession is, okay? Now, some of you may already know, so I'm going to tell you what you have to write down first, okay? So I'm going to give you 5 different industries I might be in, and you got to pick, and it's got to be the exact industry I'm saying. And the first person to get that on my screen will be the one that wins this. Okay, so am I in healthcare? All right. Do I look like a doctor? Dr. Sufer. Number 2, am I in banking and finance? Okay, do I look like a banker? Number 3, we got 21 watching. Well, that's good. Guess my iPad's out of date. I don't know. Number 3, am I in retail? Do I work at a retail store? Number 4, and don't answer until I tell you all 5 of these. Number 4, am I in software? And number 5, am I a postal government worker? All right, go for it. All right, they're starting to come in here. So if you've been watching my videos, this should not be hard. I've mentioned it several times. Yeah, I totally look like a postal worker. I know that, guys. Funny thing I'll throw out there, postal worker is not it, so I'll throw that out real quick. My postman is a multimillionaire, so go figure. He happens to be retired and owns multiple houses and is bored in life, and he just wants to do stuff. So he'll come and chat with me for 45 minutes at the doorstep until the postal system is yelling at him, which is kind of fun. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, and it looks like we've got a lot of people in here that have already commented. So I'm in software. I've done a lot of things. Just to kind of give you guys my background, I have someone that asked in the comment, Surfer, what's your background? Why should I be listening to you? So I want to give you guys a little bit of that background today, and that's what we're going to do for the giveaways. So the first thing I'm telling you guys is I'm in software. So I do currently work and sell artificial intelligence software. As of right now, it's a very good artificial intelligence. It has a lot of controls to it. It is not something that can just go and write itself and get out of control. In its current state, it does help a lot with marketing and actually saves you a lot of time from being annoyed by getting ads that you don't like, for example. And then it also puts you in the customer, you as the customer and the company you're interacting with to find the right solution that's best for you. So oftentimes you're going to save money. It also has a lot of empathy with it, which is cool. So it's a good software. Some of the other ones you're reading about right now where they can write themselves code, or they can even create a new artificial intelligence, that's where things are starting to get scary. A lot of these things are great if you keep them separated. So let's see who won here. I don't know if I can show my screen. So sorry guys, I'm not sure how to do that. But who I have here that came up with it first on my screen would be LIX59. I'm not sure how to say that, but that person is getting this. So thank you. And yes, software is the correct answer. So I just need you to go ahead and email me your address so I can mail this out to you. And send me an email to stackingsurfer@gmail.com. Okay, cool. All right, we're going to bring our guest speaker on here. We're going to give this a try and see if this works. So here we go.
What's up, everybody?
Okay, we're going to do it this way. There we go. All right, can you guys see our guest here?
Can you see me? Can you hear me? Am I coming through? 555 or 050? Yeah.
Rigged. You guys, it is always rigged. Everything's rigged, right?
It's so rigged. The AI rigged crap out of it. It's how we're all going to lose the country. It's going to get rigged. Artificial intelligence, Sky rigged.
So here's the deal. We've now hit 20 thumbs up, so we are going to do a second ounce bar, guys, which is going to be awesome. Let's see if we can get it up to 30, and I'll give away even more. Just don't tell my wife.
Get up to 100. Share it with your friends. Everybody that Coast to Coast guys are on, and let's do it. I got my bright yellow T-shirt on over here. You can see me from Mars. It's doing outside stream in the rain. I got to go outside today. There's some very important family members recovering inside that needs peace and quiet. With my loud, boisterous voice streaming for an hour just won't help that. So I decided to come out here and drink a little black thing, whatever it is here. You don't see out the backyard and the sun coming through. Actually, there's no sun. It's raining with a chance of clouds right now, and it's 40 days and 40 nights over here. I'm waiting for Noah's Ark to come by. Like, bro, you coming on? Like, yeah, hold on. I need one more person.
That's funny, dude. So, Sean, I have a couple questions for you. I wanted to ask you as we look at the situation now. So, there was a really good interview that. Let me see if I can find it real quick here. I got to pull it up. So I'm going to ask you a question, and then I'm going to pull this up while we're talking. So there's a great interview by Michelle McCory on. I got to get the gentleman's name, but he's all about the melt up that's coming up, in his opinion. And most of his calls have been pretty right on, and very intelligent gentleman. And So one of the things he talked about briefly this week was he sees about a 36% increase in the stock market from where it currently is, or let's say where it was as of Monday. And then he sees what he's calling a blow off top where everything just starts to crash. And he's calling for about an 80% crash after that in the stock market. As always, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I just told you I'm in software. So if you have questions around statistics, I did take 5 classes of advanced statistics. And there'll be a question on that in a little bit to get another freebie. But I want to give you guys some of the information that's out there to kind of prepare for things, because there is some reason to that. What he sees is if things go up right now, he thinks gold and silver is going to go up. Okay, we're going to talk about that in a minute. And then he thinks it's going to go down, which means gold and silver is going to go down. And then he sees a commodity super cycle probably starting next year. So I want to talk a little about that. And if I can get a clip to play from that video, we may do that as well. But Sean, what I wanted to ask you about a little bit before we get to that point is around July 1st or July 4th, somewhere in that time frame, I'm being told that FedNow is going to launch. And I don't want to get into conspiracy theories with it, but I would like to get into a little bit of facts. And I wanted to see if you could help us understand a little bit more what FedNow might be. And in your opinion, the downsides of it, as well as how can we prepare and kind of hedge ourselves against it. Is that something you could talk to us about a little bit?
Sure, I'll give my advice. I apologize if my mic doesn't come through clear. I don't have all you guys' fancy $10,000 mics, but I'll do my best to come through as clear as possible. Again, I too am not a financial advisor, just some guy on YouTube that likes to pay attention to the current events and, with just keeping an eye to the ground. Keeping an ear to the ground and an eye open and trust in my faith in the Lord. I feel that there's enough information given that if you choose to look, you can see it. It's not like back in the days of King Solomon when you need all the people to come and figure out what the writing on the wall is. At this point, the writing is super clear. People don't want to come look at the writing because they're more concerned about Titanic, things going missing, Trump trials, major league sports, and stuff like that. But that's part of the plan. But you said we won't go into conspiracy. My opinion, what I think FedNow, well, first of all, FedNow is launching July 1st. That's the date they're launching for. So you're talking like 6 days from now, basically. Yep. 6-7 days next week. A lot of people are under the impression that FedNow is just some kind of Zelle or instant payment transaction system, which in a way it is. It's basically an instant payment system. Before when you go to the bank and cash your paychecks or whatever, you normally have to wait a couple of days for your money to clear. Now, clearly, when you get a paycheck from one of your employers or whatever, you know damn well they've got millions of dollars in the bank. And the bank knows this too. But for some reason, they still hold your money. They'll give it to you for a couple of days when you write a check. Even when you do like things like digital transfers with cryptocurrency, it still takes time. It's not where you snap a finger if they know there's your money. But what this FedNow system is, it's basically an instant payment system. It's when you basically click that button, it's going to go to your whatever safe bank account is. Now I believe it's centered structured beginning as an instant payment system, but I also believe it's going to be more than that. I think it's going to be introduced to the world as like, hey, look, it's lightning fast payment system. It's going to be great. Like you said, it's just like Zelle and everything else everybody wants to think it is. But I think they're going to use it also as something else. I think they're going to use it where if you, like we said, we talked about possible financial problems in the future, i.e. stimulus payments. Well, it's not going to be sent to your bank account anymore. I think firstly it's going to be used through the FedNow system. The FedNow system basically is going to be eventually turned into what I believe is called a central bank digital currency. What that basically means is that when all the banks say, hey, look, we can't be a bank anymore, and then all the financial institution power returns to said Federal Reserve, which started back in 1933, I think we're going back into another system like that. Barring all the conspiracy theories, I believe it's something much more than that. But again, that can be in much conversation later, like Crypto 103 or Crypto 303 or something like that. Again, I don't know too much about it. I'm just still finding out about it all. And again, since I did create it and I don't run it, I don't have all the information. I'm just kind of left with whatever pieces of information I can kind of find through some of the truth warriors that are out there.
Real quick, guys, do you still hear an echo, or did it disappear?
For me or for you?
I'm wondering if
people say I have an echo. I apologize if I have an echo, everybody.
Let me try this on my end.
It's my low voice, and I'm talking into the speaker of my tablet, so it probably sounds like Charlie Brown's teachers right now. I apologize if I do sound muffled. I'll have to give me a mic. But as far as the CBD,
okay, Sean, hold just a sec, Sean.
Okay.
Let's see if it does this take the echo out?
A little bit, for me at least.
Still hear the echo.
Is the echo? Ask them if it's echoes coming from me or from you whenever I talk or whenever you talk.
Okay, Sean, you got to turn off the maybe you have a microphone that's pulling on your end, or a speaker. Maybe put it on mute.
It's probably the device I'm using, which doesn't give probably.
Okay, I think it's fixed now. Okay. All right, it's better at least. Okay, so what I want to do is just kind of comment a little bit what Sean's saying. So something else I'm going to do, and I don't want to give away too much, but I do come from a background of banking and finance as well. So I may not work in that industry right now, but I grew up in a family of bankers, real estate agents, and also mortgage officers. And I may tell you guys a little bit more about that down the road, but I have very extensive insider knowledge as well as experience around what happened in 2007 and 2008 to the banks, the savings and loans, and what happened in that whole situation. I could really go into a lot of detail. I have to be careful how much I say publicly, but I do know a lot about what happened there. So one of the things I want to tell you guys is what I'm seeing is a lot of the same patterns today that we saw back in 2007. Before 2008 happened. What's a little bit different right now is we have runaway inflation. I know the CPI keeps looking like it's coming down, but I don't know about you guys. Every time I go to the grocery store, I go buy something at a restaurant, the prices continue to go up. So for them saying that inflation is coming down, I don't believe it right now. I think it's still going up. Unfortunately for me and my sales job, they have moved our compensation in a way that it's more stable, but I've taken about a 10 to 15% hit. And that'll shrink over the next 3 years. But I'm feeling that financially right now, that there has been a shrinkage of what I make, and there has been a big increase in what I have to spend out in expenses. And so why do I mention all of that? Well, if you look at what is coming out with this FedNow, it's basically a system that's going to compete with Cash App, with PayPal, and also with Venmo. And, a little while ago, the billionaire that started Cash App was knifed to death in San Francisco. Was it a gun?
He was off.
I thought it was a knife. But anyway,
Yeah.
He got taken out, which is kind of weird when all this stuff's kind of launching. You don't hear a whole lot of talk about that. I don't want to get into any conspiracy theories, but that is a fact. And these other apps have been working fine. So why is the Federal Reserve putting their own system out there? That's really my big question. And a lot of the buzz that's out there is the reason they're putting it out there is they're basically paving the highway or building the highway infrastructure to bring out a CBDC. And so to what Sean's talking about is I think there is this pathway into what a CBDC is and what it can do. And, the truth of it is it's not evil on its face, but if it's used by people for manipulating circumstances, it can become something that is so controlling that you basically have two options. You either participate in it or you don't. And if your employer is only going to pay you through that, you could have some issues there. So one of the things that I will be talking about in the future here is I do have some videos coming out on food storage how do you buy, why do you buy it, how long it should last, how much you need for a given period of time, where can you buy it. Some of those are going to be expensive, but they'll last 30 years. And then I'm also going to have a few videos showing you guys how to make it. I've actually made a lot of my own food storage. And I do that for a few reasons. Some of it is to prepare in case there's a massive earthquake here in Southern California. Other reasons I do it is if there's an SHTF situation that happens. And then it's other things like this where, what if I decide I don't want to participate in that system? How am I going to get around it and make things work? And so I want to be able to have options. So, why do I bring all that up? Because, guys, I believe it's important for us to build a network outside of the CBDC and the FedNow system. And I'm going to be coming out with a ton of videos and really a whole playlist of how do we live outside of that. I've already started with my couple of my silver barter videos. So, if we don't barter silver now and we wait until there's an SHTF situation, it's going to be too late. There's not a network built. You don't know who to go to. You don't know who you can work with and who you can do it with. So I'm going to be talking about how do we do that? How do we build a local community of people bartering with gold and silver, and how do we start that? Because, guys, that might be our only way outside of this potential future. And I won't go into all the details of CBDCs right now, but what I can tell you is it's software, it's programmable, okay? And being in the software industry, I know a lot about this stuff. And what I'll tell you guys is that every transaction will be taxed, okay? I don't know that for 100%, but I'm going to say 99% chance that every transaction is going to be taxed. And then at the end of the year, you have to prove that it was lunch money for your kids, for your 16-year-old that you were giving gas money to. It's going to be a huge pain in the butt. If I'm selling you some silver, like any of these silver coins, right? If I'm selling this to you and you pay me for it, I'm going to automatically get taxed for it, which is going to change the price I can sell it to you for. This whole friends and family thing, I think that's going to be gone. And, I think we're just going to be paying a lot more taxes. The other issue is they could get rid of savings. They could make it to where your tokens that come in expire at a certain point. Totally. And so if that happens, you may have to spend them within 30 days, 60 days, whatever that is. And so for that reason, I don't want a bunch of wealth sitting in the banks that's going to get converted to a potential CBDC when that comes out and having to hurry and turn around and spend it. And so for me, I'm putting as much as I can into gold and silver. My last video that just dropped, my Silver 103 video, talks about my allocation strategy, which is a little extreme. So I'll just repeat it here. Not a financial advisor again. This isn't necessarily what you should do. But I pulled just about all of my money out of the stock market, and I put it into precious metals, and I put it into cash. And my cash right now is being used to continue to buy precious metals. So right now I'm like a 70-30 split, and I plan on continuing to grow my precious metal stash, or stack, I should say. And at some point, I do plan on selling good chunks of that to buy back into real estate to have cash flowing assets. Right now is not the time to do it. Real estate is way overpriced, and I think it's going to correct quite a bit. And I also like commercial real estate as well. So with that said, I just want you guys to be aware of it. Watch my channel. There'll be a lot of videos coming out about it, about FedNow and the CBDC, because it's very important to be aware of it. And frankly, watch other people's channels on it too. You need to understand it. Now, don't freak out about this stuff. Fear is not going to help you. When you make decisions in fear, you make the wrong decisions. FOMO goes with fear. Fear goes with FOMO. So about a month ago, everybody was buying a ton of silver. You couldn't find it anywhere, and we all bought at the top of the market. So my suggestion is to dollar cost average. I like to do it on a weekly basis. You might do it on a monthly basis, but I think those are going to be the best. Okay, so I've got a question from Nick's Coin here on Crypto Dream. Crypto people like me are heavily concerned about CBDC. Only hope is to spread the word. So let me give you my opinion on crypto. I was on Yankee Stacking's live stream on Thursday, and he mentioned that he doesn't have any crypto, and he doesn't plan on buying it. I'm a little bit different. I do have some crypto, but I only have it in one coin, one token, and there's a specific social reason for that. So I have written off that entire amount of money as a loss, If it ends up making money, great, but it really is more of a social statement that I'm working on, and it's really to bring about truth. It's hoping to unlock a dead man switch. I know, kind of crazy, guys, but I thought I'd put a little bit of money towards that to see what happens. I have owned Bitcoin in the past, and I started trading it a little bit to see if I could make money to buy more gold and silver. And I bought it 17,000 and I sold it at 21,000, thinking it would go back down to 20, to 17. It did not. It went up to 30. So I have not bought any more of it. Here's my thoughts on crypto. As a stacker, I would not put any money in crypto. That also includes Ethereum. I just would not do that. I don't think your money's safe there. If you want to play the market and make money off trading and become a trader, you can learn more about that and you can trade it. But as far as storing your wealth and being a way to keep your wealth, I would not touch crypto, period. Bitcoin is not crypto. Bitcoin is different. But there are some inherent risks with Bitcoin. Okay, so when I look at my hedge strategy for gold and silver, I talk about 9 different ways of stacking, right? And so then I talk about my 10th way is really this hedge where you use all 9 of those other methods of stacking to do that. So the only other one that I would look at in the crypto sphere would be Bitcoin. The reason I would look at that potentially is if you feel like you have stacked enough gold and silver that it takes care of your goals and the reason you're stacking in the first place, and you have some extra money and you're looking to do something that's a little bit more speculative, Bitcoin is a place you could look at, okay? You need to do a lot of research about it. It is very volatile. You can have price swings of hundreds of percent in either direction, and there's a lot of risk to it. It can go to zero. There is no intrinsic value to it. It's a piece of software, okay? So the moment that everybody doesn't want to use it, it's kind of like fiat dollars. It will go down to zero, and anybody that tells you otherwise is lying to you. Gold and silver have intrinsic value. You can use gold for jewelry. You can also use it for electronics. Silver gets used for dozens and dozens of industrial uses. You can't build an EV or a solar panel without silver. And that's the direction that the world wants to go. So they're going to be using more and more silver. And in a minute, I'm going to show you guys a chart to show you how silver is getting drained. And when the strategic reserve of silver gets drained, you're going to see a pop in silver price at some point because of that. So let me just look. I'm talking a lot about this. So let me see what people have got here. So when so Aspiring Alchemist here, yes, you've got concerns about BTC. So do I. I have not purchased it right now. So here's my take. Let me tell you the pros and cons of it. What I like about BTC or Bitcoin is it has a lot of promises of being a libertarian type money system, which there's not a centralized party that controls it, okay? There's not one government that issues it or controls it. You can't issue any more of it, which is great. Unlike gold, better than gold and silver, you can transport it very quickly, a ton of money across, borders to different people. It is something that is a little easier to transact with than gold and silver. When I take in physical gold and silver, I have to go down to a store to sell it. With Bitcoin, you can just do it from the comfort of your home or pretty much anywhere. And you can store all of it in something about the size of like, 3 1-ounce silver bars, in a little thumb drive. So there's some benefits to it there. Additionally to that, it is an asset that is in its infancy still. Let's call it a toddler. That it has the potential that if it became as popular as gold, you'd be sitting around $1 to $2 million for a Bitcoin. Okay, so that's important to understand. People want chocolate. Okay, we'll do a chocolate giveaway here in just a second. So the issues I have with Bitcoin though is this: we don't know who created it. Okay, we have a name of
Satoshi
Sakamoto created it. We don't know if that's a person, an entity, a group, whatever. It could be the CIA. It could be Putin. It could be
the same as Robert Paulson's. In my opinion, it's a made-up name.
It could be anybody, right? It could be a country. It could be a government. So here's the problem: people assume that to buy Bitcoin that person is dead, and that no one has the keys to the wallet that still holds a lot of Bitcoin. I forget, but it's a substantial percentage. And that person's dead and that those keys are gone, and so then everything's good. I'll tell you the biggest risks I see. One is that the person's not dead or the entity's not dead. That wallet starts to move, which could definitely cause a huge downward cycle in the price. Three, it could not be it could be controlled, right? Because if an entity, let's say the CIA had that, something could happen, right? They could take it over, they could manipulate it. The other issue you run into is you can lose your hardware wallet, right? Or you can have it hacked, or you could have your exchange go down where you may be holding it. So there's a lot of risk there. The other issue you run into is electricity. It has to have electricity to work. So if we have an outage of electricity for multiple weeks at a time, you can't use it. If there's an EMP that goes off, you can't use it for several years, potentially. The other issue is you have to have banks that have on-ramps and off-ramps. And if those on-ramps and off-ramps are made illegal by the US Congress, then you cannot get your Bitcoin off of it unless you go to a foreign country or you do money laundering. Okay, you're gonna have a problem. It's totally traceable. The government can know what your wallet is, and they can know how much you have, and they can know who you're sending it to. And I think the big YouTuber, I forget his first name, but Tate, my kids follow some of his stuff sometimes, but Andrew Tate just had supposedly a whole bunch of it confiscated. And you're told they can't confiscate it when it's in a hardware wallet. So here's what I'll tell you. I'm not a Bitcoin expert. I don't own it right now. If it got down to a much lower price, I might consider it. I do have friends that are in it because I'm in software. If I wanted to bet a little bit of money, maybe I would do it. But right now, I'm not doing that as a strategy in my investment. Down the road, maybe I'll add to it. And if I do, I'll tell you guys why. But that's enough of Bitcoin. Hopefully that kind of helps. Quantum computing could hack the thing too, and it could open it up. So there's a lot of risk. So let's just talk real fast, and then we'll do some chocolate giveaway. There are risks to gold and silver too, guys. There's confiscation risk. I'm going to have several videos coming out on that because there's not enough of that being talked about in the community, and there are real confiscation risks, and there's ways to mitigate it. Okay, it is traceable if you're buying it online, and that online bullion dealer happens to get forced by the Fed to release the documents, but right now it's safe. If you want to be completely untraceable with gold and silver, it's possible. You buy from your local coin store. It's very rare that anybody's going to pull that data. And usually it's just a name and a phone number. And if you're really worried about it, give them a pseudo name and go get a Google phone number that you can discontinue.
Robert Paulson.
There you go.
So you put Robert Paulson, you just move forward. 555-1234.
So I'm going to take it off of us for a second, Sean, here. We're going to do a giveaway.
Okay.
All right. So let's give away our first ounce of silver. Who wants that?
Yeah. Who wants the Smeagol? Somebody does.
Raven, you're right. The CBDC is also going to rely on electricity as well. So, dude, have some food and have some gold and silver. You're going to need it. Chocolate is also a good bartering, and I'll show you another really cool thing on bartering in a second here. Okay, so let's do this. This guy right here needs to find a new home. All right?
He's lonely.
Look at that. That is a shiny piece of silver. JM Bullion. It does have a little bit of toning on it, guys. It's got a little bit of love on it, but it's a really nice piece. It's got personality.
Wants the personality. Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to say. We're going to do another quiz here real quick about my background. And I'm going to list a handful of cities that I've lived in the past. And you have to guess, well, only one of them's right. You have to guess which one this is going to be. All right. Have I lived in Seattle? So don't type yet. Wait, I'll give you guys the go. First one is Seattle. Second one is Portland. So Seattle, Washington, Portland, Oregon. Okay. The third one is Minneapolis, Minnesota. The fourth one is Sarasota, Florida. And the fifth one is Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, now you can guess. First one to guess will get an ounce of silver here. That guesses it right. So Crypto Dream, if you only got an ounce of silver, we got to get you with some more silver, man. I'll tell you, I would start with at least 20 ounces to get going. And then really to prepare yourself for crazy stuff that may come, I really think you need to get into the 100 to 200 ounces to get yourself prepared for that. And, think of silver as kind of like Ethereum. Think of gold like Bitcoin, for those of you that might be crypto people. And the reality here is you need some gold as well, but gold is insurance for your wealth, and silver is something you can use to barter with. It's also a speculative play. It usually jumps a lot more. Okay.
Never better said.
So here we go. Let's see what we got.
You should put Albuquerque in there or something like that, too, or Temecula.
All right, we got our winner here. So Craig, 1967 Shelby.
Nice. The Shelby Cobra for the win. GT money.
All right, so here we go.
Eleanor for the win. Yeah.
Yes, Eleanor for sure. My dad had one of those. It was pretty sick, I have to say.
Like $1 million car at this point now.
Well, it wasn't the original. He had one of the remakes in the 90s.
That's still pretty cool, though.
It's still pretty cool. Okay, I'm starting
to fall in love with those older cars, man. Like, I'm about getting one of them, to tell you the truth.
I think they're awesome. It wouldn't be bad to have a car that doesn't have all the modern electronics either.
No fuel injected, all carbureted, no computer. Absolutely. It's like EMP proof.
Totally. And if you guys believe there'll never be an EMP or there's no possibility.
1922, when they're back in the UK thing, you turn the thing in the front, like Snoopy used to do.
And you can just hear the hum in the motor, which is what's awesome. So, Craig, what I need you to do is send me an email, stackingsurfer@gmail.com, and shoot me your address, and let me know if I need to send it to a different name than Craig 1967 Shelby. Just put your name in there too.
Yes.
So I can go ahead and get that sent off to you on Monday.
There's an epidemic of people not claiming galls on YouTube right now, and a lot of it's because people are just not emailing people their names, and make sure you're like if your username is like I like silver a lot and your mom, like clearly that's not your legal name. So like put your legal name along with your screen name so we know who to send it to.
It's most likely it's not going to get delivered if you don't have your name on there.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Back into the pot.
So now we're, let's see, we are at 29 thumbs up. If we can get to 30, I'm giving away this as well. Okay. This guy will be up next. We've got these two still to go. We also have this proof set over here. And we've got some chocolate. So we're going to do another chocolate giveaway right now because I know someone wanted to get some chocolate. So let's check this guy out here. I'm a big fan of chocolate. This is a really cool $1 chocolate coin. It's not too fancy on the backside, but these are good. So we're going to do one more question here. So now you guys have kind of understood one of the states I've lived in. I have lived in Phoenix, Arizona. I've also lived here in Southern California, in South Orange County. We hit 30. All right, guys, so we're going to give that one away too. Boom. If we get it up to 40, I'll find something else cool to give away here. I got another one that'll be pretty fun that we can give away. So let's throw that up. All right, I got to see if I can open this. I'll show you guys what the treat's going to be.
The treaters.
If we get to 40, I'm going to give away one of these, but this is going to be towards the end of the stream. So do you guys like Beskar bars?
You're giving away a basketball. Look at you. Everybody, you better get that thing to over 100. Tell your friends and tell your friends and tell your friends' moms and tell everybody's moms to go hop on here right now. Check out Stacking Surfer, talking to SPB, the Coast to Coast boys, California to Maryland, holding down the United States. And yay, here we go.
All right, here we go. So that guy's going to sit over there. Yeah, let's see if we can get it to... actually, let's do this. If we get it to 40, we'll do that. That's going to be towards the end. If we can get to 100, I will have something seriously awesome. It won't be silver.
I'll give away a batarang. You guys get over 100, I'll give away a silver batarang to somebody. I'll put it in the thing and be like, here, send it to somebody.
All right, so let's...
$50 value right now.
So let's do this. We're going to do the chocolate giveaway right now. So here we go. I'm going to ask the next question because I have no idea how to do surveys on this thing. I'll figure that out soon. So here's the next question that we're going to have. I got to think what I didn't give away already. Okay, we're going to talk about education level here. And this is important because I think it's helpful for you guys to understand my background a little bit and where I'm coming from. So before you answer, just wait for a second. I'm going to tell you guys the go. But I'm gonna put this out there. Do I have a high school? What's my highest level of education? High school education, high school diploma, associate's degree, bachelor's degree, master's degree, or a doctorate's degree? Go.
You should have put Doogie Howser as an option too. Like you didn't even go to high school; you went right to it, right to your full-time job. That series Suits. You just walked right in to the day and started selling software. You're just like, you know how to sell software? I don't just didn't even go to school. I just came out the hills of California. You're hired. Put a suit on. You go to work. Here you go. Sell this.
Yeah, that would have been nice, but I'm not a Doogie Howser, unfortunately. I have glasses though.
You have to look to you kind of though.
My eyes are starting to crap out now. All right.
Yeah,
So the other thing I'll say about education here, guys, is this. I have now come to learn, as I've gotten older, that the way that people are being educated today, especially in elementary to junior high to high school, is completely different than the way I was educated. And we'll do that as the next question, kind of picking my age here. I think that'll be helpful for you guys too. But education to me is about learning how to learn. It's not about a degree. It's not about having a diploma. However, I have to tell you that the degree I have has helped me get several jobs, okay? But I'm also learning that having jobs comes with a big burden, which is, for me, about a 40% tax rate, which just sucks. And so one of the reasons I'm starting this channel is I like to have side hustles. I like to generate revenue from multiple sources, and I will have videos on that coming out as well. I have successfully built companies and sold them. I have started tech companies. Those have not been as successful with selling, but I have built some pretty cool tech companies in the past that I'll share with you guys. And for me, I got to the point where I got destroyed in 2008, where I lost a lot of money. And I am still not even at half the value that I was at in 2007. And it's taken me a while, but I got to the point where my wife just said, hey, we need to be stable. I need you to go and just get a regular paycheck. And there's been pros and cons about that, and I'll share that in the future too. But yes, a job is just over broke. So, I've always had LLCs. I've always had side businesses. I just sold my Amazon business in 2021 and made a pretty good amount of money for that, which I've been able to put into paying off all of my debt. So I am debt free, and also being able to buy a bunch of gold and silver with it. And so I've kept my day job to keep paying the bills. But at some point I may have to change that. So, hey, bike contests. Thanks for the congratulations. I really appreciate it. So let's do this. We're going to look at the question. Well, we already gave you the question. We're going to look at the answers. Let's see who got this thing. Let's see what we got here.
Survey says couple of answers on the board. Name Surfer's degree.
Okay, so the first one I have a master's degree, so that would be bike contests. I think I'm saying that right. So if you could go ahead and send me an email to stackingsurfer@gmail.com. Let me know your name or what I can call you that the post office is going to know, and your address, and I'm going to get this awesome piece of chocolate out to you. Okay, so we'll take that off for now. Okay, so we got a few things, and then you guys, everybody that's winning something here, you'll get both a sticker, and a magnet. These are pretty cool. All right?
Nice.
Okay, let me just write this down real quick.
Thanks, Knox.
Oh, also, when you send the email, let me know what your YouTube name is so I can put it together. Otherwise, I'm not going to know what to send you. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's, I'm going to move on to something a little bit different here, but Sean, I'm going to keep you on for this because this is going to be something that you can help with. This will be the unboxing of some cool comic books. So I know this is not a comic book channel, but investing in comic books is not all that different than doing some investing in coins. Except that I have to say coins have intrinsic value again. Comic books, if you get down to an SHTF situation, become toilet paper that you're cracking out of a sleeve. Oh my gosh, that would be horrible if you had to. But
Spider-Man.
that's all it has, right? So really, I would put your money into gold and silver. But if you want to dabble and you've got some extra money and you like to collect stuff, then it's kind of fun to do that. So I just got back a whole bunch of graded comics. So you guys tell me. These things have been 6 months in the making. So let me see. Does this look right side? Yes, it does. Okay. So I had the wrong side around. All right, here we go.
You had the wrong side.
There you guys go. So look at this. 9.6 Predator. This is the first Marvel Predator comic book. So let me see if you can. Edition. The Raza edition. Okay, so I think they only did, I want to say 1,000 of these covers, but
I think it was
might have been less than that.
500 or 1,000, something like that.
It's either 500 or 1,000. So I got a 9.6. What do you think that's going to run?
250, 300 maybe.
That's my guess. So I spent about on these books. I think I spent an average of about $35 on the books, and then it cost about $30 to send it in for grading. So I'm in at about $65. So if I can sell these for $200 or $300, I'm going to have some profit, right? What do I do with that profit? I'm going to go buy me some more silver. Okay. So anyway, I did. The good news is only 2 of them are 9.6s. Okay. So that's kind of like getting a PF 69 graded coin. All right, guys?
Yeah.
The rest of them are all 9.8.
Oh, yeah, all the MS 70s, PF 70s, and PR 70s, all the 70s your way. Yeah.
So I have 3 of those that are in the 9.8.
Winning.
And then for those of you that don't know me yet, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. And I also got the first Mandalorian comic books in 2 different variants, 9.8 and 9.8. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, that's our first unboxing, and I will do a little bit more on that maybe on another video. But I'm not a huge comic book fan, but I do have some comic books. And I also have some fine art stuff, and I'll show you that in a minute. But this one right here is my favorite. It only got a 5.0 grade. It was a $30 book when I bought it at one of the Comic Cons. But here's what's really awesome about it. Does anybody know what that signature is?
Signed by the man himself. Long live his memory.
So this is the first edition of the Shocker, or first appearance. And I had Stan Lee sign this with my son right next to me. He's turning 20. No. Yeah, he's turning 20 in a couple months. And I want to say at the time, I think he was like 11 when we had this signed. So we got to meet Stan Lee, get a picture with him. And I have to tell you guys, it was worth whatever money I had to spend. It was just a really fun thing. So that one is never for sale. What I'll throw out to you guys is if you have any interest in buying either the Mandalorian ones, which I'll probably hold on to, but if you have any interest in those or any of the Raza Predator comics that are graded, send me an email at stackingsurfer@gmail.com and let me know, and I'll get you guys a much better price than what I'll be selling them on eBay for. But let's take that offline outside of the channel. All right, so let's see if we have any other comments here that I want to make sure we hit, because I know you guys are leaving some great comments. So I've got someone in here talking about getting hit by 2008. Guys, I can't even begin to tell you what happened to my family in 2008. there's a couple reasons you don't know my full name, and if you find it out, that's okay too. But one, I need to keep this separated from my day job. I do have a professional day job. I cannot put this on LinkedIn as of right now because I don't want to detract from that. And I am seen as an expert in what I do, so I have to be a little bit careful there. Additionally to that, I also want to protect my family and keep where I live away from the mainstream, so that my family feels safe and everything else. We are dealing with money here, and we don't know if someone's going to be crazy and try something. And then outside of that, I also am sharing information that if I were using my name to share, I wouldn't be able to share as much information. I have to be a little careful about that. But what I can tell you is in 2008, my family lost generational wealth. It was extremely ugly. And I had to kind of be real close to my dad. We had a lot of family stock, and I'll just kind of leave it at this, that went from $80 a share down to 5 cents. So pretty decimated. And we had generational wealth that's wiped out. The good thing about that is everybody has had to roll up their sleeves and get busy. And it's allowed me and my siblings and I to not be reliant on other family money, and to really go out and make our own careers, which I think is a much better way to go than having money handed to you. Additionally, the other thing that it's done is it gave me a lot of opportunities to meet some really great people in the world that have influenced my life. And I've been able to be in some really killer circles that I'll have to talk about in future videos, and maybe even bring some of those people on as my channel gets bigger. People you'll know from mainstream. We'll just say entertainment and business people. So we'll leave it at that. So maybe one hint I'll give is my father-in-law was best friends with Nolan Bushnell, who invented Atari, if you guys know that guy. So maybe someday we can get him on an interview and talk about some of that stuff, which would be kind of cool. Cars are awesome. I do like nice cars, guys. I don't drive them, though. It's a waste of money for me unless you're buying a collectible car. And I'm just not at the point in my life where I can have a collectible car taking up space somewhere. So I don't do that. So for me, I hold on to my cars for 10 years. I usually buy them new, but hold them for 10 years and then sell them. And things are pretty good there. So let's see if I have any more. All right. So
quickly,
yeah, go ahead.
Congratulations to Crypto Dream. He said he had his third daughter yesterday. So I just wanted to give a quick congratulations to Crypto Dream on your third daughter. May she bring your family loads and loads of happiness, and hopefully not as much gray hairs.
All right, I'm feeling generous. Let's do one more giveaway real quick, guys. We're at 33. We need to get up to 40. I'm going to do a giveaway of another one of these 10th ounces here. Okay?
Yeah, buddy.
You guys see that okay? It's not focusing real well, but...
Meh.
There you go. You get it. It's an upside down Incan dude.
Yep.
Maya guy. All right.
His head stand.
Let's do another question here. Let's see. All right, let's do the age thing to kind of help you guys understand where we're at here. Okay. So you'll just type in the word here, but wait until I tell you guys to go. So first is, am I a baby boomer? Okay. So you'll type in baby boomer, but not yet. So that's, am I a baby boomer? Am I Generation X? Am I a millennial? Am I Generation Z? I don't know what the fifth one is. It's like, Y. Yeah, Y is millennial. Z would be the little kids. I'm obviously not that, but go. Start putting in which generation do you think I'm in? We're going to talk about that for a second.
Yeah, Justin, I feel you, bro, on that one. I still have to get mine out. Anyway.
And I want to thank, publicly, I'm going to thank a few people here real quick. One is, I'm going to thank the Empire Precious Metals, Stormy over there. He's been great at helping me get the channel started and encouraging me to do this. I was going to start it about a year ago, And I just thought I was way too busy, couldn't do it. And then I was nervous of showing my face. And then I just decided, forget it. I'll just do it. And so I am doing that now. But he really kind of got me started with it. I've also been working a lot with Yankee. He's a good friend and a mentor. And both of those two people gave me a lot of encouragement to get my channel started as well. Sean said, yeah, go for it. You should do this. And, for me, that was something that was hard for me to get started, but I don't care about the camera. It doesn't bug me. I'm also not one that tries to go get in the limelight. So I think what you'll see in my style is I felt that looking at hands and coins is boring and that you guys want to see us. So the other thing I thought is I'm kind of messy. My room's a little messy. It's not real super clean. Here, let me see if I can show you guys real quick. You can see my desk over here. There's just stuff everywhere. So here's my room. There's just stuff everywhere, guys. Lots of stuff. And so for me, I did not necessarily want to do it all in my studio here. And so what I'm really trying to do is get us out in the environment. And I'm going to be doing a lot of really cool kind of man on the street videos coming soon. We'll try to do them live stream, and then some of them will just be recorded. But those of you that have been following me for a while, you've seen me. I go to the beach and I talk to people about how much an ounce of silver is worth, right? And I'll even ask them how much a tenth of an ounce or a gram of gold is worth. And what I'm finding is the people that are from India, and also people that are from some of the Arab countries, they all know exactly how much a gram of gold is worth today, and they're constantly buying them. They told me that they do not put money into the banks. They just buy gold anytime they have extra money. That's what they do with their savings. So that's kind of interesting, guys. It's interesting, spot price of gold goes up and down. But how much do you trust the banks to leave your cash in there? And so I've started doing that, becoming my own bank. That's why in my last Silver 103 video, I talked about 70% of my investable monies right now in precious metals, 30% in cash. And I'm slowly increasing my precious metals amount. Now, it's not always going to be that way. I'll probably buy some other assets. I may buy another business. But right now, I do not want to leave it in the bank. I don't trust it. So the only thing that goes in the bank is stuff that's going to help me get around, monthly expenses and stuff. So to get a sticker, you either have to win one of these giveaways, or you have to win a buy it now or an auction. How many people do we have in the room right now? I can't actually tell that.
I think we had, it was like 28 eyes looking at us right now. And that's actually my buddy, Big Time. That's actually one of my regulars from the cigar shop. He actually asked me on the private channel. He was like, hey, I want a Stacking Surfer sticker. How can I get one? I was like, well, maybe type in the comment and see what happens. But either way, if Marshall, if you want a sticker, buddy, I got you, man.
Okay, so it looks like Garbage Man Stacking. You got it right. I'm Generation X. So this is going to go to you, bud. All right, let me write that down real quick.
And thanks to all you guys for watching and spending your Saturday afternoon with us. And again, appreciate you guys dealing with my lack of technology, should I say, talking into a 5-year-old tablet. I'm one of these people who like to live a frugal lifestyle. I don't like buying like fancy watches or fancy cars or fancy anything. I like to buy fancy gold. My car will be in approximately a week or two from now break 275,000 miles on my 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer. It's a 5-speed manual, so it's anti-millennial theft system, so no one can steal it because no one can drive a 5-speed anymore. And I'm going to drive that son of a bitch until they literally take it from my hands and tell me I can't drive an oil combustion engine. I will be there with my shotgun and my 5.56. I'm like, you will take this car from my cold dead hand, and I'm not taking your lithium powered battery, solar powered, CBDC powered car from Tesla and Bill Gates. You all can kiss my ass. Anyway, enough of that.
Sean. Well, Sean,
So
you probably won't
Bobby,
have your car stolen if it's a manual. That is definitely a millennial down to
yeah,
Gen Z or
anybody under 25 years of age
anti-theft
look at it
system.
like they would think it's some kind of like antenna for the car. They wouldn't even know what to do with it.
So one thing I want to show you guys real quick, I do have a video out on detecting fake coins. So one thing I just want to do is a little shout out. This is from Giga, who's hopefully in the chat still. He shared this coin with me. He had a friend that bought 20 of these, so basically a tube or a roll of them. And they're not real. That is copper, guys. And the tricky thing is can you tell the real difference between an eagle on the right, a real eagle, and the fake one? And if you look at it, you can see some differences in the flag. There's some nuanced differences in like the L looks a little bit bigger there too. All right, my trial's telling me I have to do something here. Just a second, guys.
Uh-oh. It's like back in the 1970s. If you'd like to continue this call, please add an additional 10 cents to the phone. Thank you.
All right,
the
Sean.
Days we had to pay per minute with the phones. God, I bet you 50% of the people in here have no idea what I'm talking about. The phone with the pay phone with the cord, and you had to go put the money in it. And anyway, much better times.
Okay, just a second here.
Yeah, save the manuals. Yes, Justin and Craig, that's awesome. A 94 R32 Skyline, dude, that is freaking awesome. One of my favorite cars as far as street legal cars go concerned, and one of the fastest. That and the Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4 are probably one of my top two favorite street legal cars that are made from Japan.
All right, I got to do this real quick. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, so Sean, do this real quick. The other thing I wanted to talk briefly about is, shoot, I don't know if you know too much about this, but have you ever sent coins in for grading?
Yes, a couple times. Had some favorable results and had some unfavorable results. I've sent things in, for instance, just a couple coins that I have sent in the past. Either coins that I still have or I sold. I sent in back in 2020, at the very end of 2020, a 1 ounce Mexican gold Libertad reverse proof. I got that back in RP70 with Sufer doing cartwheels. I did also send back in one of those 2021s Type 1, Type 2 reverse proof set from the Mint. And ironically, it's a 2-coin set. One coin came back in MS69, and the other one came back at 70. Really weird. I find that it all depends on obviously who you send it with. It obviously is important, because not everybody likes to be very, like, you send it for grading and sitting back on the back desk for 2 weeks while they're taking care of the rest of their business stuff, right? They're not really putting your stuff out in the mail that day. So that happens too. So finding a reputable person, if you don't do it yourself, is very important to do, as far as having someone send stuff out for you. It's also important, I find too, if you want to get a coin graded, an advice one of my LCS told me, and it makes total sense, is if you get it, no matter if you get it from the Mint, from Crapmex, SD Bullion, whoever else you order it from, do not open the package. And I know it sounds crazy not to verify what you got from the place, but the reason why you don't do that is that any and all movement of that coin can affect the grade, as well as I'm finding that if you send a sealed shipping box with the coin, it has AppMex on it, your address on it, whatever, and you give that to the coin people and say, hey, look, send this off to NGC, PCGS, whoever, they're actually going to keep your seal box sealed and put that sealed box into another sealed box and send it to the graders. So when the grader gets it, them themselves have to actually open the box that comes from whoever you ordered it from. And in my opinion, it adds a little extra, how should I say, a little bit of integrity to the grading process, because it basically means that you didn't open it, grab yourself, and put your hands over top of it, then give it to the graders. It's less people involved in the chain of command for touching it. It's like a comic books. Like you have a 9.8 there, right? That's an industry standard gem mint, because 9.9s and 10s are like pretty women who are not crazy. They're unicorns. They don't exist, but they do exist, but they're rare and hard to find. The reason why you don't get 9.9s and 10s, because the only way that you can get a 10 is that the manufacturers had to print that comic book and take it off the assembly line and hand it right to the graders, which means there was no pages were open, the book wasn't touched. It's less flaws had a chance to enter the page the same way as entering the coin. So if you do send something off for grading, I recommend that if you do it yourself or you want to have someone else do it for you, just trust the process that whatever you got from said place that you're ordering from is actually in there. I'm pretty sure if you're ordering from big people, I really doubt they're going to screw up what they're going to send you, because they got a lot to lose. And if it's not in there, the graders are going to tell you. So literally there's a paper trail to be able to get whatever customer service you needed to correct the problem. But 99.9999% of the time, you're not going to have a problem with it. It's just going to be, good to go. But keep the box sealed, send it in, and I find that you'll get more favorable grades that way than if you start opening up the box and start looking at the coin yourself. When I got my gold-proof Libertad, I didn't even bother looking at the coin. I just said, here's the box it's in. I trust you guys to send it off. It's a $3,000 gold coin that I paid for, that I trust you guys to bring back to me in whatever grade. And sure enough, because I didn't open the box, it came back a 70. But when I opened the mint box to look at the coins and sent it off, I got one back at 70 and one back at 69. And of course, not a whole lot of, details in the mint grades of why you got it. They'll say, oh, it's a small defect from the mint or whatever they'll try to say. But it's one of those. I've learned that when you're grading coins, it's very important that if you buy something fresh, to keep it shut. But if you have something already that you've already had and opened up and you're thinking about sending off, to me it's important to kind of like, if you don't really care about what grade you get because you're just keeping it for whatever reason, or you just whatever, then just send it off. No big deal. But if you're really aiming
question for you, Sean.
Good.
So what do you see as so couple things. One, people are asking about junk silver. We're going to talk about that in just a second, and I'll actually I'll do a quick giveaway on some junk silver. You guys like that? We'll do a little bit on that. Real quick, why would you send something in for grading? So I'm going to back up for a second before I have you answer that. To me, there's a lot of different ways of stacking, right? When I look at Yankee Stacking, who's a good friend of mine, and has been very helpful with my channel, especially just the other day. I think since he gave a shout out on his channel on Thursday, I've almost had 100 people subscribe, which is great, just from that one comment. Yankee is very much into what he'll call a prepper stacker mentality. And so what he's really looking for is what's your least expensive silver that you can buy, that is a coin, a round, or a bar. And for him, he's really holding these things. He's not looking to turn around and flip them, okay? And I have a portion of my stack that's like that. So I have bought, 3 bags of junk silver, constitutional silver. I like calling it constitutional silver more than junk. I'm a big Constitution kind of guy. And I have bought some of that. I've also bought a lot of rounds that I was able to pick up at, inexpensive prices, a lot lower than where they're at right now. And that stuff I don't plan on selling. It's just staying in my safe, my deep stack. And one thing I will be having a video coming up is I've actually moved most of just about everything I own into a private vaulting facility. And I'll share with you guys why I'm doing that, what the costs are like, and some of the benefits and some of the downsides of that. but I will share that with you guys. There's some definite reasons I'm doing that, and I'm testing it out to see if I'll keep doing it or not. And then I've also got a video on some really good safes that you guys can look at and get for your home. So with that said, as a prepper stacker, I would say having coins graded is a waste of time and money. And at some point, you're just going to crack them out of the case to trade, right? That would be my mentality. If I have more of a collector mentality or a flipper mentality, I may be looking at what I did with these comic books, which is I bought a comic book for 35, 40 bucks. I spent 30 bucks to have it graded. And now those comic books are going to be worth about 250 for the 9.6 and probably closer to $380 to $400 for the 9.8s. So I can keep one of those comic books, sell the rest of them, of the copies, and I will have a free comic book. Plus, I will have made several $100s that I can then turn around and buy silver with. So one of the things I think is important to do, guys, is to produce and create money from different ways. And that money is going to be taxed way lower than my W-4, daytime job is going to be taxed. And I can write a lot of those things off. So when I go to the comic book store, I can write it off. When I go to the post office to pick up the comic books, I can write that off. If I go to lunch with Giga, who lives down by me here, and I can write that off, right? I can do a lot of write-off stuff. So why, in the kind of a quick answer, why would you go ahead and grade, a comic book or a coin? What are you looking to do with them? Why do you do that?
Same thing. You're basically what you're doing. You're creating a cash flow generator to where you're able to, turn 70 bucks and then 250. And that's so for instance, if you just bought 2 comics at 70 and you made 250, well, technically you can almost buy like 8 comics now and just keep rinsing and repeating if you wanted to do that. Or you could do that while you're also, like you said, putting some money into silver. And the way I look at it is you're getting free metal, dude. I mean, people think about it, people. If you're literally like, you buy a scratch off for 50 bucks, you win 100 bucks, right? You put 50 bucks back in your pocket and you got 50 bucks out to play with. And if you keep doing that mentality over and over again, buying things and flipping things and creating cash flow, like you started with 70 bucks, now you have 250. It's $180 in your pocket that you just created out of thin air. Think about how much, that's what, 6 ounces of silver right now you can buy pretty much. You're basically creating free metal for yourself. So that's basically what I would do is if I had a comic to get graded or coin to get graded, I'm looking to maximize return on that so I can basically repeat the process and buy more than one the next time around. Something like that comes up or the opportunity comes to flip, or I'm using that one-time flip and like you said, put some free money into some metals and then moving on to the next flip. And then by having that free metal, you can use that even as a bartering thing to get something else you wanted to. Like for instance, I got always those batarangs I got. Not getting off topic too quick, I'll make this quick. My goal is to get those at a certain price, but to use those as leveraging tips in my LCS. So for instance, just for conversation pieces, let's just say, I paid $40 for the batarang and they get up to like 60 bucks on eBay in the next few months because they're, sold out on Apex and everyone wants them now because of the Flash movie. I'll take that batarang and be like, look, I don't need to get 60 bucks for it. I'll just be like, I already paid 40. Hey, why don't you take this batarang at your LCS and sell it for 60, but why don't you give me somewhere like a $50 to $52 credit on whatever said metal you got for sale. So basically I'm getting at that point almost an additional 25% on top of my money going into the purchase. So it's like basically getting metals at 25% off.
Yep.
So, yeah, basically flipping it to make more money to buy some other stuff. Basically just like you said.
So guys, look, there's a good comment in here from Knox Stacks about velocity of money. It's totally true, right? When you have velocity of money, you are able to continue to turn it. You're able to get profits. You can either reinvest the profits to make more profits, or you can pull it out for savings, or you can use it to live. I think it is an important thing to do too. So here's what I would tell you guys. I've got 1 thumbs down, so someone didn't like what we were talking about. Hopefully,
it was probably my voice. It was probably my voice just being all, I can't understand the guy. Sounds like an echo chamber. So my anxiety, I need 12 different pharmaceutical pills to deal with this guy's voice. So thumbs down.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move us back over to this screen here. We're gonna talk constitutional silver, junk silver for a minute here. All right, so when you look at junk silver, guys, it's gonna be worn, especially if it's an older date. So this is a standing Liberty here. There's also a lot of different coins you can get. I can't even tell the year on this one, so this one is really worn. Okay. But this is good silver for bartering. Will people in the bartering system or situation be weighing this to see how much silver's in it? Or will they just be looking at the coin and saying, hey, that's older and it's worth more? I don't know what's going to happen. Versus, say, using this 1 ounce, right? Obviously, there's different amounts of silver there. But I do like constitutional silver. I do not like it at the prices it's at now. I would try to get it at about $18 to, at the very most, $20 per dollar face value on the coin. And so the way you're going to price junk or constitutional silver is you're going to look at the face value of the coin. So 10 dimes, you want to buy those for under $20. And if you can get them down to 18, that's even better. Okay.
Yeah.
But you can also tell your junk silver by looking at the side of it. I don't have another regular dime here, but on modern dimes, you're going to see copper coming on the side of it, okay? Same with the quarters. You'll see copper coming on the side. So these are some junk silver coins here. I've also got these from Canada, same thing. 90% silver from Canada. And, how do you test it? How do you know if this stuff's real or not? So one is you can look at the side of it and see if it has the copper deal on it. You can also buy one of these things here. Hopefully I'll get an affiliate link for this to point you guys to, but this coin tester here will go off of sound.
You get the little ping tester.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, yeah. I don't know if you can hear that. But silver has a distinct vibration and resonance that actually sounds a lot better than regular metal. Oh, this one is not working for me. There you go.
There you go.
So these are great, very inexpensive to get. I'll be getting some links to this soon, hopefully. I also like to get, this is an example of a good scale to get. And this will weigh in troy ounces. Okay, you can also do grams. And then kind of the next step up from there is to get one of these testers. So a Sigma Metalytics right there. And I'll just give you guys a quick example here. So if we want to go to 90% silver US here, we can put it down here. And we're going to test this coin. Oh, I got to hit start, sorry.
Start your engines.
Okay, so as you can kind of see here, you can see right here that this circle or this square is inside the brackets, which means that it is compliant. It is 90% silver. Okay.
You want to color in between the lines.
Yep. So you can see all of that, okay? But here's where I'm going to show you guys stuff too. You can even put silver that's in a case, okay, like these, but these are not 90%. Oops. So you've got this setting here. This is 99.9. So here's the real eagle. It'll test it through the case, which is nice. It also comes with little wands.
Cool. That is pretty cool.
And this fake one is outside of it. So that's the first. When you look at it, there's some things that tell me automatically that it's fake. It just looks a little different if you've handled these a lot. But it feels just like silver on the outside. And on the ping test with this, let's see if we can get this one.
Daughter.
It's a little higher pitch sound, if you guys can tell. I don't know if you can tell.
There's no resonance behind it.
But I did want to show you this. Check this out, though. When I go to 90% silver, it checks out. Look at that. Wow. So an eagle should not be 90% silver. And this is a lot less than 90% silver. There's a lot of copper in there. But for whatever reason, this detector is testing this because it's really just testing the outside of the metal. If you want to get a more accurate machine, they've got more expensive versions of this that have the little deal that comes down and tests both sides, and it runs the electrical frequency through the coin itself. That's kind of a next purchase I'm looking at down the road to make. So junk silver is awesome. I think it's great to own it. I would definitely have some of that if you don't have it already. The one thing that I would caution you about with junk silver is it's extremely expensive right now, and so you're probably better off buying 1 ounce rounds than you are junk silver. But wait for it. Wait and see if it goes down. Premiums have already come down quite a bit. I think I heard they were getting as high as like $38 per face value, something crazy like that. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was 28. But anyway, it was quite a bit.
28, yeah.
So we're gonna do a handful of giveaways right now. I've got too many of these things, and we're getting close to the end of the stream here that I want to do. So we're gonna do a couple quick giveaways. This guy right here, okay? This dime. We'll do a constitutional silver. All right, so what I want to do here is I'm going to type in when to start putting your answers so you guys can see that in the screen. I think that'll help a little bit. But we're going to do this giveaway here. We're going to do this giveaway. We're going to do this giveaway. We're going to do this giveaway, okay? We're going to get a handful of giveaways here. Actually, I'm going to wait for this. This one we'll do at the end. If we can get up to 40 thumbs up, then we'll do the best Gar bar, okay? If you guys want to buy some silver, let me know. I've got Knox. I still need to send one of these out to you. So you've already paid for it. I'll be getting that out to you Monday. But I've got a handful of Rising Suns left. If you guys have any interest in those, I'll give you a good price on that. I also have a roll of the first coin in the series, the Bugs Bunny. Okay. So we got that too. So if you guys have any interest in that, and I've got a bunch of the best Gar bars in here. So you guys let me know if you want to do any of that in the comments. Okay, so let's do this guy first. Right here, the dime. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you guys guess a range of numbers, and whoever gets the first number. Okay, so I'm going to give you a range of numbers. If you go over, you're disqualified. If you're at the number or below, you're still qualified. We're going to go with whoever has the number or gets the closest to it. Okay, so here's the number range.
Going over.
Yeah, closest stop going over.
Go. And Knox Stacks, I want to say I appreciate you, buddy. I've been watching the chat. You've been telling all the winners to address Surfer. If you're not wrenched up by now, I'll elbow Surfer to, hey man, there's a 10 millimeter socket wrench that's hanging in the garage that I'm not using it right now. If you want to hand it to Knox, that'd be. But if he's already wrenched up, then I'm good to go.
Okay, I got the number right here.
He's ready.
All right, look for the comments.
There it is. And they're off.
Oh, now the numbers are running in. All right, we'll give you guys just a minute.
And as long ring, Asprey Fire, I'll have us on the corner. Tiger Stacker coming out the Rio. KDW coming in the second piece. Let's Lavish Long Tiger at 23. Tiger Stacker at 42. KW 26. Dustin Baxter at 26. Raspobo at 311. Did he say 31.1? I love it. Raspobo, you're my next best friend. I love it. Tiger Stack is my favorite number.
And I probably should have said just one answer, guys, so that it doesn't get too crazy out of hand for us to track it.
I've got who has one on my thing here, so I
okay, so I'm gonna close it off here. I'm gonna say we'll do a countdown. 3.
Closing in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there you go. You got it. 2, 1. Lavish got one into the Tiger Bang. Stacking Surfer 1, 0. All
right, stop. There we go. All right, so here's the number. 37.
37. I'll look.
Right there.
37. We've got. Let's see here.
Do we have anybody right on 37?
Don't tell me no one had that number. Nope. Okay. No one had 37. So the closest to 37, we've got Shadrach at 34.
I see Lavish at 35.
Lavish at 35, and it looks like Lavish at 35. Lavish Longacre for the win. The long win.
Woohoo!
Yeah. The long throw in the end zone. The Aaron Rodgers.
You got a dime coming.
Dimes.
You also, everybody gets a magnet and a sticker that wins today.
That's how you win. You get all the juicy swag.
And if you guys want to do a bite now, we can do a bite now, and you guys will get stickers with those. All right, so let me put down Lavish.
There you go, Marshall. Go buy a piece of silver from the Stacking Server. He'll send you not only a magnet for the cigar shop, but a sticker for your laptop. So get it done, Marshall.
And the stickers are exclusive to the YouTube channel. I do not send those when people buy from me on eBay, just so you guys know.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Never mind.
I stand corrected. Then.
Now, if you buy something on eBay and you want to tell me what your eBay name is, and send me an email at stackingsurfer@gmail.com. I'll include that. I'll do that. But you guys got to let me know. Right? I just don't have a lot of them. I only have 100, and then we're out. And then I'm going to change it up and do something a little different.
Limited edition.
Limited edition, guys. That's how it works. Okay, so congrats on that.
If I could say this for you, Surfer, just to kind of step in real quick and just point how the importance is. Now, I'm your buddy, and again, I'm doing this thing because I'm here to support you. But this is just a wink, wink, and nudge to all the people who happen to be here, all 24 of you. Keep in mind this. My buddy Surfer's going places, guys. He's going to be the next big thing. And say that you have one of the first Stacking Surfer, only 100 stickers. I mean, look at our fellow guys on his how many channels around, how many of stickers, and how many people want his stuff all the time. And anyway, you get where I'm going with this. And this guy, and
they just look awesome too.
Surfer has the in with the Drew guy. I mean, Surfer got the first signed coin of the silver coin, guys. Come on. So what I'm trying to say is, pay attention to this guy. Don't go nowhere. Don't worry about me. Just worry about him. I'll just be in the background just saying hi. But Surfer's going places, and don't go nowhere, and to be able to say you have one of the first 100 stickers, in my opinion, is a big effing deal. So that's just my soapbox. So on with the show.
Thanks, Sean. It is funny how that goes too. People do get real excited about it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a whole bunch of these. We're gonna go real fast because I have a few more things I want to show you guys. So we may actually go a little over the 2-hour mark on this. If you guys want to hang. So. This one I'm going to go, we're holding on to this to the end. Okay, guys? That one's going at the end. We're going to do this guy next real quick. So this is Baby Beskar, kind of like Baby Yoda, right? Grogu. So look you get 10 of these for the same size as one of those, okay? We get this up to 40. I will give this away. We're at 36 right now on the thumbs up, okay?
Let's go.
I don't know who put a thumbs down.
Come on.
Someone that put a thumbs down was probably not happy with my Bitcoin analysis.
No, they were unhappy with my voice being probably all augmented and sounding like I'm Max Headroom from the 1980s and stuff. I don't know.
There you go. These are awesome, guys. I have not seen these for sale anywhere. I did get these off of Empire Precious Metals website, where if you saw my shirt, I'll show my shirt real quick again. I overpaid. Yes, guys, I have overpaid on auctions. Go watch my video on auctions, and you'll learn how to not overpay and how to take advantage of it. I've also had killer deals where I've been able to buy things on auctions and flip them within 2 months and make like $200 on it. So that's my Star Wars Millennium Falcon graded PF70 coin. If you see the short or the video on that. Okay, so let's do something fun on this here. We're going to do colors. You have to guess Surfer's favorite color. Okay.
That's a good one.
And you just have to be close to it. You're not actually going to guess my color. You just have to be close to it.
Within the color spectrum, yeah.
It is written down right here. Okay. So I will tell you guys when to start. And let's try to keep it to, more of the normal, more one guess only, and, try to be more on the normal color side. It's not going to be like puce or something crazy like that.
Yeah, just use the Skittles bags flavor. Right? There you go for the, there you go. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue.
All right, you guys already started. It took too long.
You didn't wait for go. They're all disqualified.
No, everybody's already going. We'll do it this way. It's fine. We got a lot of giveaways here.
The dog out.
Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention is everybody that wins something is going to get one of these coins. Well, I'll throw one of these in your bag too. So these are really good C's candy, chocolate, gold coins. And if any of you are doing a channel, you can actually, you can make it look kind of cool if you stack them in the right way. Okay, so let's see. My favorite color is electric blue. So it's basically anytime you're flying an airplane, if you see those blue lights out on the runway at night, it's that really cool blue color. I think that's awesome. So who got closest to blue here?
We got Shadrach with aqua and Tiger first with blue. So you're gonna have to make that. You're gonna have to make that call.
Yeah, we're gonna call it blue. So it's gonna go to Tiger.
Tiger uppercut.
Okay.
I'm glad people weren't saying like taupe and topaz and like magenta and all kinds of crazy like all the colors of that 180 crown box that you never use like 20 of them. They just kind of sat in the corner with tips on them.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That moss green and then like the grays and all that stuff you just don't even use.
Brown. All right, we're gonna do this chocolate here, and then we'll get to the 1 ounce bar, and then we're gonna do a little bit more before we do the rest here.
There we go.
So we still have this guy to give out. We still have this guy back here to give out. And then if we can get to 40, we're one away. We're going to do a Beskar bar at the end.
Cool.
Okay, so here's the deal. We also have this guy. We got this guy too. We got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can all give this away.
And
this is... all right, let's do this. So gold bar right now. This is for the gold bar. Okay. All right, here's going to be the next one. Okay, only one guess, and wait for me to put the comments in, okay?
Go.
All right, so... all right, you have to guess how long my surfboard is. How's that?
Ooh. I'll get my dog barking for me. He might make a cameo appearance in a second.
Okay, you have to guess how long my surfboard is, okay? So we're going to do this in feet.
Doing it in feet or inches?
We're going to do it in feet. There's feet. Yeah, we're going to do it in feet, okay? You can add inches to it. So you could say it's like 1 foot, 2 inches, okay? That's obviously not the right size, but wait for me to put in the comment here.
Should we say closest to 6 inches or 2 inches in length? Unless someone doesn't get the exact length. Just putting contingency plans in the place.
Same thing. You can't go over, and you've got to be close to it. Okay, so wait, guys. I'm going to put this in here.
There you go. Can't go over the length, but you can.
Okay, there you go. It's got to be after what I put in, but go ahead and start putting it back in again.
All right, it's in there. All right, I see your comment. So, Raven and Ross is officially the first comment legal.
This will also tell you what kind of a surfer I am right now, because there's lots of different kinds of surfers, guys. I know you think we're all, surfing these like 100-foot waves, but I actually care about my life, so I don't do that stuff. All right.
On a 44-foot surfboard.
All right, this is going to be fun. Okay, so here's the other thing. I just put in an order for. Oh, where is it?
Meh.
Do you guys see the little Stacking Surfer logo in the bottom left corner of the screen? Hopefully you see that. I don't know if that's actually showing up or not, but I just put in an order for those stickers. That's going to be the next version of sticker as soon as we run out of these other ones, those surfboards. That's going to be pretty cool. Okay. Wow, Lavish. That's a long board, man. 10-3. Okay, you're going to have to... After this, you guys will do another one on my height. Okay, we'll guess what my height is. And there's some variations to that. It depends. All right, so let's see what we got here. So, favorite board, 9-6, okay? I actually have not purchased it yet. I'm in the process of arranging to get a new board that's 9.6. And so that's a real long board, guys.
Huge board. Jeez, dude.
And it allows you to catch just about any wave. It sails through the water pretty easily. And for me, I like to do longboard surfing a lot. It's just more chill and calm. It's not the only stuff I do, but it is something I do a lot of. And I can also take my kids out for that. Okay, so who got closest to 9.6?
That was your 9.6. Let me see. Let's see what we got. Okay. KW.
All right, Mark's got 8.6. We have a bunch of 10 that just barely went over.
Yeah, I had 7th. Mark was the newest one. It was KW at 7.3, but now Mark has the new one at 8.6. So I guess Mark, technically, if he got it in, would be Mark Schneider would be the winner.
All right, Mark, it's gonna go to you. We're gonna go fast on a few of these others real quick here. So,
congratulations, Mark. Don't forget the email stackingsurfer@gmail.com.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Mark Schneider's your first and last name, but if it's not, it's some Robert Paulson name, then put your legal name and address, send it to him, and you'll get that off to you as soon as possible.
all right, that guy's gone. Okay.
Wait.
All right, next, let's do this guy. So,
for everybody. Next one.
I'm surprised I'm actually giving this away. I probably should have waited for this one for the 1,000, but whatever. Write-offs, right, guys? Business expenses, write-offs. Get an LLC. So this is 1964 proof set, which is pretty dang cool.
Wow. That's special.
So this one's pretty big, okay? And with this one, whoever gets this is pretty sweet. So you've got a dime that's going for about $2.50 right now. Quarters going for about $7.50, $8, and you got the $half probably going for about $12. These are all silver here, and then you've got the nickel and the penny. It might actually be worth more if you crack it open, take it out. I'll try to package it so it doesn't crack, but I cannot fully guarantee that. But this one right here,
open, give it to that woman. Give it to that woman. Nick's coins. I've seen her crack sets with her bare hand.
She does crack crap.
Freaking impressive. Oh my god.
Okay, so let's do this then. We hit 42. I have to give a Beskar bar away. My wife is going to be...
Go. We're over the 40. Let's get to 50. Come on.
Mrs. Surfer is going to be like, you have to start making money from this. You can't be losing this much money every month. Just so you guys know, my channel's not monetized yet. I am completely bankrolling this thing. But if any of you have been in business, you know it takes some money to kind of ramp things up and try to do it faster. So that's a lot of what I'm trying to do right now. Okay, so let's do this. I am going to write a number on the back of one of these stickers. Okay. So there's a number here. And I'm going to type in, let me just see what I put down. Okay, so you got to wait for me to say it, only one guess, and then I'm going to tell you guys when we're cut off here, okay? So you got to go fast on this one. Number between... Here we go. Okay, get ready, it's coming.
There
go.
It is. Number between 350 and 400, closest without going over, and they're off. Got Knock Stacks, Kiko Sir, Long Live, Garbage Man, Craig Shelby, Chad Rack, Meshach and Bendigo, Raven and Ross's, Garbage Man Stacking, Tim Oliver, Daniel K, KW, Lavish Longacre. It's got a lot of acres. They're all coming in. Let's go. Yeah.
Okay, hurry and get them in. I'm going to cut this off here.
All right, starting the countdown. 3, 2. Get him in quick. 1.
All right. Okay, so there we
All
go.
right,
Look at that.
they're in. I'm going off a thing. Sorry, PD Padre and Lavish, your last two in KW. Sorry, guys, they're at their stop. So the number is
371.
371. Kiko Surf, look at that, surfing on a highway with the number. Ring a damn ding off the 371. Kiko Surfs just added that to her stack. Congratulations, Kiko
And
Surfs.
I do see that Garbage Man Stacking had it too, but she came in first, so.
She came in first. She was, yep.
That is a killer win.
Surfing up. Yeah, buddy. That's catching a wave. 1964 little set. That's a big wave to catch. Congratulations, Kiko. That's amazing. Hopefully we'll see a little video of your win there. And your next little videos you'll be making. If you're watching, appreciate it. Loved your little stack of coins you did, by the way. Thought that was pretty cool.
It is really cool. So I'll throw out to you guys too. If any of you are ever wanting to collaborate or come on a live stream, I'm planning on doing probably 1 to 2 live streams a week. I'm looking at Saturday morning doing a live stream out in the wild, which would be kind of fun. And then my Wednesday night, I'm looking to do one like this, if those times seem to work for people. And the one that'll be inside the studio will be similar to this kind of a setup. And then from there, when we go to do one in live, it's going to be on the street asking people about gold and silver. It's pretty freaking fun. So we're going to do that. Okay, so I want to show you guys something else real quick. I am unboxing this right now so you guys can see this. And I think I'll move my camera over here. Excuse the mess. Don't tell my wife. She'll freak out a little bit on me.
It's the work
Hello,
in progress.
Coca-Cola going over here. Okay, so
Just playing the kid.
Oh, camera's going over. Camera's going over.
10% off, right off.
Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, well, there's the power cords. All right, can you guys see okay? I think you can see okay still.
We're good.
Okay. So, you guys recognize that name at all? Type a 1 in the comments if you recognize that name. And here's it on the back here. Okay, so I do like artwork. I don't always buy a lot of original artwork. A lot of times I just get a print, but I like them on canvas. So check this out. We're going to unveil this right now.
Super cool.
And this is going to be my first decoration that's themed in the room here. There you go. So check that out.
Bam.
Let's see if I can straighten this out a little bit. Okay. You guys see that?
So cool.
All right, so this is an original by Drew Brophy, and it's signed down here. This is the actual original. I don't even know if they're going to make prints of this. This may be the only version in the world that's here. I'm not sure if they're making prints from it or not. If you guys want prints of this, let me know, and I can talk to them about doing it. But this one is called Perspective. And what I really liked about it is you've got a guy here that's a surfer, that this is the sun and these are the waves. I don't know what this is. It's kind of a cool purpley cloud, but it almost looks like a stargate or a portal to me of the surfer coming out of here. But what's really happening is the sun is casting a huge shadow down here, and the surfer's able to see their huge potential. So I saw this as kind of my channel getting started. I see myself as just a small person over here getting started with this, and I'm hoping to have this channel be the largest gold and silver stacking channel, and maybe even broadening it out from there a little bit too. But that's the potential that I'm trying to go with the channel, and I thought this was pretty dang cool. So my hope is to get that set up there and come back over here. So what I'm looking to do is have this be a nice backdrop, behind me on the wall here. So I need to get that set up, which will be kind of fun. And on the back here too, you can see this signatures on the back too, which is pretty killer. So I did get some sticky stuff to put up, but I'm gonna have to.
Can I make a suggestion? Can I make a suggestion for you? put as least amount of things on that artwork as possible.
Yeah.
Here's
Well,
the reason why. Because if they don't make any more of the copies, that's your only one. And you know that dude's going to be pumping more silver surfboards, so his recognition in the world's only going to get bit more. So if you have the only one, dude, that'll be priceless. So don't put any holes in it. Don't put any glue or
no, no,
just
no. It's not going to have any of that. I've
yeah.
got to decide if I'm going to frame it or not still, um, but we'll figure
That'd be
that
cool
out.
to frame it.
So,
You'd be protected.
so what I wanted to tell you guys too. Here's the thing. This is kind of a side note. I believe there's two principles in life that so one, I'm a very spiritual, religious person. Okay. Um, I don't know how far I'm going to go into that over the time in my channel or not, but I believe what goes around comes around, and I believe in doing to others what you would want done to you, and making the world a better place too. So, I heard from Giga that Drew was actually going to have an art gallery opening a couple weeks ago. Maybe it's been a month now. And I was pretty stoked because I've seen Drew's paintings on surfboards hanging up in different surf shops here in San Clemente where we live. And they're just awesome. And I always wanted one of them. I think they go for between $5,000 and $10,000 for those things. They're really expensive. And a normal surfboard like this 9.6 I'm looking at is going to run, anywhere from about $1,000 to $1,200 for a good surfboard. And one that has all of those awesome. Oh, this is weird. Did we lose Sean? Is this kicking me out? All right, am I still there, guys? All right. Put a 1 in the comments if you guys can hear me still. Okay, good. I'm still here. I guess I had the wrong subscription to go this long. I had to put a different one in there. So, and I think we lost Sean. Maybe he can get back in. I'm not sure. So Sean, if you're able to hear me, see if you can jump back into this. Okay, so what I want to throw out to you guys is law of attraction, law of assumption are two laws that I think are really important. And for me, I've always wanted to get a piece of artwork from Drew. I didn't know he actually did paintings. I thought it was just surfboards. And I hadn't personally met him. And you're going to see a couple videos coming out here over the next couple weeks. One is going to be the actual unveiling of all this art. So you're going to see that, and you'll be able to see the art up close. It doesn't have a whole lot to do with stacking silver and gold coins. However, fine art does tend to appreciate really well, especially in a recession. But when you buy art that you connect with, you usually hold on to it. It's kind of similar to getting the signature from Stan Lee on this one here, which is pretty cool. But what I want to throw out there is I heard from Giga that he was going to be doing an unveiling, and I also know that Drew had been really sick from COVID, and so I'm going to have a video that's the unveiling. I'm going to have a video about an interview I did later with him just on the coin. How did the coin get made from Pamp Swiss? Who reached out? All of that stuff, which is going to be really cool. And then the other thing I've got is we're going to also hear a little bit about his near-death experience. Okay, so there's elements of that I'm going to put into another video. So those aren't exactly silver stacking or gold stacking videos. However, they are relating to an artist that also is a big silver investor. Drew does like silver, and he has his first coin that's dropped. If you go to JM Bullion, it says the first coin in the series. Okay. And I can't tell you guys too much, but I might know something out there. And so I put out a post just the other day. And let me see if I can add you back in, Sean. Okay, there you go. So I did put a post the other day of, yeah, you're fine. Which design would you like to see on the next coin? So I'd love you guys, if you're subscribed, you'll see it in the community section as a post. Go ahead and mark down which of those designs you like. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be another coin coming, and it's going to be one of those designs. I can't say too much yet, but get ready for that. And then there's also going to be a live stream I'm hopefully doing with Yankee here pretty soon, and I don't want to give away what everything's going to be, but you probably can guess what might be happening on that. So as soon as we have the details, everything finalized, we're going to go with that. So one thing that Sean mentioned earlier, I just want to point out to you guys is I'm not trying to follow any other silver stacking channel or gold channel on what they do and the kind of videos they put out. I am just creating what I think I wish I saw when I got started a couple years ago in doing this. And so this leads me to our next giveaway I'm going to do real quick here. We're going to do one more chocolate one. So if you guys can see this guy here, this is pretty cool. It's like a huge $100 bill that has a bunch of these gold chocolate coins in them. So Fort Knox mega banknote, kind of cool. All right, and so that's pretty killer. So look at that big dude there. So here's the deal. I want you to guess how many years I have been stacking. Okay, we're just going to keep this simple at the year mark. I'm going to write it down for you guys right now. I just have to do the math in my head.
Absolutely, Craig. Being unique is how you stand out in this world.
So I'm going to do this completely different, guys. We're going to talk about comics every once in a while. We're going to talk about art every once in a while. We're going to talk about food storage, water storage, preparedness, safes. We're going to talk about personal finances, how to make money on the side, how to start an Amazon business. If you guys want me to go into that, I'll teach you how to start an Amazon business. If you want to know how to set up an LLC, I can tell you how to do that. If you want to know how to get tax write-offs, I can tell you how to do that. I've done a ton of crap. So I'm happy to share as much as I can there. And it's all going to relate back into gold and silver at the end of the day, because that's where you're going to be storing your wealth, is in gold and silver. So anything you do that creates additional wealth is going to help you with that. Okay, so go ahead and put down your guess, guys, just one guess each. And we'll go from there. So one thing I'll tell you is I'll give you a little bit of my story here too. So if you go back to my second video I've published, the first one tells you my why am I doing this? But the second one that I published actually talks about 3 silver 25-ounce hand-poured bars that came out of the Las Vegas Mint that only existed for about a year and a half. So they're very rare. They're worth about $1,000 to $1,200 per 25-ounce bar, which if you guys do the math on that, that is an insane premium.
Ridiculous.
And I think my grandpa had something like 10 of those, and so they got divvied up to my siblings. And you'll see my story in there. My dad gave one of those to me for 3 years in a row. Okay, so that's the first hint here on the dates. But we guys go ahead and I'm going to put stop down as I tell a story. So anything after stop's not going to count. So my dad gave me these 3 bars in a row, and I didn't know what to do with them. I didn't know how much money they were worth or what they could do. As a kid, I had Silver Eagles that I ended up selling. My back here, you can see my grandma's silver certificate that I found in her drawer, and I was like, okay, that's going to be worth a ton of money. I'll have a short coming out on what that one's worth and what the one is on the other side and how do you find out. So that's coming soon. But what I found out is that these bars were worth $1,000 each. And so I told my dad that was the stupidest thing I could have done. However, it turns out he really only had 3 to hand out. But I told him that, and he stopped. He was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're worth that much. And so he stopped handing out silver. And since then, I've been able to help him buy quite a bit of silver at incredible prices. I helped him pick up a monster box of Silver Eagles for $14,000 about a month and a half ago. You guys try to go find a box of Silver Eagles, backdated Silver Eagles. We're not talking 2023. We're talking like 1990s Silver Eagles for $14,000. Holy crap!
Not happening.
So
that's crazy. Wow.
I hope to inherit that one of these days. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So officially, I have been stacking for 3 years. Okay. So that's what I've been stacking for 3 years. It's actually a little bit longer than that now, but 3 is the answer I'm going to give you guys on that. You could maybe say 4. You could maybe say, 30 years or longer, but we're going to say 3.
Nobody with 3 years, but the closest is going to be, I'm assuming that is 5959, Roman numerals 5959. At 2 years, just under Metal Scholar at 15 is on my thing as the winner of this giveaway. Roman numeral 5959 at 2 years, because no one had 3. Everyone had you at like 17, 20, 55
Yep.
years. They figured you've been there since 1933, I guess. So congratulations.
Okay. Congrats.
59. So clearly we know that's not your name unless you're Ocho Cinco type of thing, but I'm willing to bet an ounce of gold that's not your legal name. So Roman numeral 59 and King's English 59, please send your legitimate first and last name to stackingsurfer@gmail.com, and he will get that out to you quickly as possible. And thanks again for coming around. Yay.
Awesome. Thanks, Sean. So everybody, what I want to throw out there real quick is this, and then we'll do we'll do another unboxing here in a second, and then we'll get some more giveaways coming too. So first off, going back to law of attraction, law of assumption, these are 2 laws that are basically state. Law of attraction states that if you can think about something and bring it emotionally into your mind and your heart, that it's something that you really desire and want, that you can start to align yourself with the universe, with God, to have that happen. Now, some people in the extreme will say, hey, I want to be the president of the United States, and that's not happening. It's not working. Guys, there's parameters to everything, right? If you really want to be the president of the United States and you're not getting yourself involved in local politics and you're not getting yourself involved with, county and state politics, then how could you expect yourself to ever become a president of the United States? So you have to kind of put yourself out there and do things. So I met Giga from Empire Precious Metals auction, and then he said he saw my videos and he's like, dude, you're like walking around my neighborhood. And so we've connected a few times. We might actually even go over to a silver show tonight in Huntington Beach, I think, or maybe it's Long Beach. But so I got to check with him after the stream. But basically, we talked about the surfboard, and he said he's got a close friend that knows Drew, that he could get a few of these signed. And I didn't go around him. I thought, there was this announcement of, this was on Friday. On Saturday, he was going to have like not an auction, but a gallery private VIP and then an open session. Yeah, open. So I went over Friday afternoon, and I went to the studio. I found it, looked it up on Yelp, found the studio, went over to it. And his wife was there, and I started talking to her about the coin, and I showed her my coin in the box. They're all in my safe right now. I don't have them handy. Sorry, guys. I'll have to show you that another time. But and I showed her the coin, and we got talking, and so she ended up inviting me to the VIP event that only had 20 people invited the following day on Saturday. So I got to come into this VIP room, and I was able to film the first unveiling of all of these pieces of art. And I was able to get some shots of these other skateboard decks that are going to be turned into coins, I think, which is going to be pretty cool. And then the other thing that happened from that is I had an opportunity to buy this painting that wasn't pre-sold. There was another really cool one that has kind of like a scene of Hawaii with this massive wave that looks like a horse coming over. That one I really liked a lot too, but that was sold before the unveiling even happened. There was no chance. But I think they may do that in the print, and I might get that to put side to side, back behind me here. And then I've got a big wall over here that I need to fill. So if you guys look, why is that upside down now? That's weird. This view. So over on this wall here, I've got a bunch of space. I might do something fun there. So anyway, if I hadn't gone out there Friday, I would not have been able to meet Drew personally and his wife, and I wouldn't have been able to to be able to get into that 20-person VIP, and maybe the painting would have sold before then. I don't know. So you guys got to take life by the horns sometimes and start to direct what you want. In addition to that, we had such a great conversation, and I hit it off well with Maria, Drew's wife, and Drew, and even Christine that helps in the gallery, to the point where they were open to doing some interviews. So I've got a bunch of interviews that'll be coming out that are filmed already, and hopefully much more than that, and getting more involved in the community with them too, which has been great. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping to really share that with you guys too. And Hawaii is an awesome place. So I'm in San Clemente. You've got like the World Surf Organizations located here. We have a ton of pro surfers and pro skaters here. And it's really just kind of a chill community. You know, I haven't seen a house that doesn't have a surfboard in the garage. So even the 80-year-olds are surfing here. And the other thing is it's a very patriotic community. Everybody is very much into the Constitution. They're into rights. We had mask burning ceremonies at the pier during the COVID lockdowns, and people just weren't going to have it. Also, our county did not enforce any of the state laws, so you could do whatever you wanted the entire time. It wasn't really locked down. So I know a lot of you say people in California are, the problem. We're some of the last holdouts trying to keep this state a great state, guys. And that's really something that we're trying to get to. So let's go ahead and do another quick giveaway here. We've hit 44, so we're going to wait on that guy, but let's do this 1 ounce real quick.
My favorite number, 44.
Okay, let's do this ounce here. So I'm going to write down a state, and I want you guys to guess the state. Okay?
That's a good one.
And this is going to be where my kids were born.
Everybody automatically has a 2% chance of winning.
Okay, so here we go. Wait for me to say start.
Wait for it to go. Yeah, wait for it to go, guys. Wait for it to go. Yep. Everyone's
okay,
like,
go.
Trigger half anymore. There it is.
All right, it's right here.
And they're off. Break by Shelby. 2012. And they're off. Shadrach, Misha to Bingo at Florida. KW at Texas. Waiting for the next comment to come through. And there's Metal Shower at New York. Bullion at Oklahoma. Lavish at Arizona. Craig at Hawaii. Kiko at Florida. Oh, we got a lot of
CLI. I don't know CLI. I don't know where that is. All right, we got some fun ones coming in here. I've never actually been to Oklahoma, so I'm going to give you a hint. That's not it. All right, we'll start doing the countdown here. Let's get this going.
And 3.
Oh, wrong button.
Yep. And 2.
All
and
right, guys.
1. Big time just got one in.
All right, there we go.
Big time with the snipe at the very end. And the answer is...
All right, guys. Utah. I've actually lived in Utah for a good chunk of my life. We'll tell the stories of that another time. But there you go, Utah. So who got Utah? I think that came in pretty fast.
The answer. Who got Utah? Anybody get Utah? Oh, wait, we got somebody, I think. We got 2 of them. Let me see who went first.
I am showing Knox first.
I am showing Knox Stack first, correct. And then Aspiring Alchemist. Ma'am, I'm so sorry you just came out right behind him. But I have Knox Stacks. And Aspiring Alchemist, you were right there too. I am sorry that you did not get it.
All right.
But
we're going to do a quick unboxing. We're going to do a quick unboxing. This guy right here. We're going to do this while we're talking here for a second. Okay, so
that box looks familiar.
I just got this box, and I'll make a video out of this too. So pretend like you didn't see me open it already. I'll tape it back up.
No, everyone look away. Hey, kids, look at there. What? Yeah, give him the old chief look. Nothing to see here. Everybody just keep moving forward. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Everybody just don't look over here.
Oh my gosh, it's like glued too. Okay, just a second.
But I do like their boxes, how they do make them. Like, I can't complain, because they are perfect for usable. I never use this box all the time.
Everything is so flipping glued in here.
That's how mine were when I got mine. They had elbows everywhere.
So first thing we got here, 2023 Beskar bars to go along with the 2022.
This is the way.
All right. What else did I get? So this is for me, for my collection here. This is a 2023. And I get that so that I have it separate from my tube. And then I had to get to my 2000 marks, so you'll see some other stuff in here. And look, I know we had Polly did a video on this, on how disappointed he was on how expensive these things are.
Yeah, I was disappointed.
However, I've never been able to buy them under $500 anyway, even directly from AppMex using the app fast. Maybe I'm just not fast enough. But I did pick up 2 of the 10-ounce Beskar bars. So I've got a 2021, a 2022, and now a 2023.
Every one of the years so far.
These are overpriced. You don't stack these. So one's for sell and one's to keep. But you guys, I think this is the sickest 10-ounce bar you can buy on the market.
It is, in my opinion.
It is just really, really cool looking. Do any of you guys have any of these Beskar bars? Let's look in the comments to see.
Yeah, I ordered 4 this year. I should have gotten 5, and I totally agree with Paulie how they kind of, I won't say how I truly feel, because I won't get you demonetized, but I should have gotten 5. They normally start at $400. I'm usually there at the bell, but they decided to gouge everybody and give everybody a 24-hour window again and say, we're going to start it at 5 o'clock. In fact, we're going to start at 500 instead of starting at 400. And that's why there's like 358 of them still left in the AppMex right now, because everyone was like, really, $500? I'll pass. But like you and I, we got to get the sets collected. And like you said, you buy one for yourself and you sell the rest. That's what
there you go. So, and for margins, if I can make $100, I'll make $100 on those. That's typically I'm making about 100 to 150 on the Beskar bars. And then to round it off, I had to buy 5 maple leaf $1 coins, which were a little bit pricey on AppMex. They're always a little bit more expensive there. But that was that unboxing there. And then I'm going to do one more unboxing real quick.
Break it out.
And then we'll do a little bit more giveaways, because I know hopefully this doesn't ruin your guys' Saturday. And I know my wife. I know my wife is going to come in and say, "Hey, where's your checklist? You got to start working on some house stuff."
Your checklist? Oh my God.
Okay, I'm just kidding. She doesn't actually have a checklist. But
God bless all you married men. I'll just say that. God, checklist. Wow. No
all right. This one's going to be sick. You guys are going to like this stuff too. So all of this is going up for sale this week on my eBay channel. If you are on here and you see something you like on eBay, let me know. I'll take it off and I'll split the difference with you between my cost of selling on eBay, and you'll get it for less than anybody else can give it to you. Okay, so let's see what we got here. You guys are going to like these, I think. I think these are going to be cool. So I'm trying to build up my eBay channel, so I'm trying to get some cool things to sell on there. And holy crap, packaging, people. Maybe I should have opened this earlier. I didn't think it'd be this crazy hard. All right, so here's the first one. Here's the first one from this. So look at that, shiny.
Thanks, Nog, for posting that link to his eBay store.
What do you think about that, guys? That is a cool 3-ounce Death Star. So as a Star Wars fan, I think that actually is pretty awesome looking.
That is pretty freaking cool.
Okay, we got another one here. Let's see. Can you guess what this one is? Any guesses there? Oh, Death Star 2. Look how sick that is.
Dang.
Uh-oh. And
Did it blow up?
that one's going to blow up. They're
Uh-oh.
Look, they're going to blow each other up, man. They're going to shoot at each other. I didn't realize that. That's kind of funny. But I also sent some of these in for grading. That's the first time I've had coins sent in for grading.
Cool.
I sure hope I get it back this year.
Yeah.
And then I have just a couple more to show you guys here, since you've been patient and waiting, and then we'll do a giveaway right after this. And then I'll do another video unveiling all this stuff too. It won't be coming out of the packaging, which is fine. Oh my gosh, these are freaking huge. Oh. You guys might like this as much as I do. I'm a big fan of Disney as an overall culture. I'm not real excited about all the crap they're doing right now. I don't think any company should become politicized. And I'm not okay with this social scoring system that's going on for businesses right now. I think I'm going to do a video on that because it's starting to really kind of make me upset.
Some of that ESG stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it's ESG stuff, and unfortunately, what I do for work is kind of getting involved in that stuff too. But check this out. What do you guys think about that?
Boom. Yeah.
So that's a PF70, the first coin of the series. And this thing is going to be really cool. It's the 100-year anniversary of Disney. I don't care what anybody says. This is highly collectible. There you go. Look at that. So I think I got 4 of these. So these are going to be going up on my channel as well, or on my eBay store as well. And yeah, you can see there's another 3 of them in here. So I don't even know how to fit that over there. But that's pretty cool. And then there's something else here. I don't know what this is.
More stuff coming out.
So, you know, when you look at things like this, guys, this is not stacking at all. This is running a business so I can make more money to buy more silver and gold. Okay, that's what's really happening. Oh, okay, I know what these are. This is the second one in the series. So this one's pretty cool too. This one is Cinderella. So I think there's like 10 or 12 in this series. And this is also a 70. Okay, so look at that. That one I think is pretty cool. So there you go. So anyway, that's what you got there. I think those are pretty cool. And I was able to buy these from someone that's kind of, let's call him a middleman, but has decent prices on Instagram. So I should be able to flip those and make anywhere from a 20 to 30% profit. And if any of you guys are in business on your own, a 20 to 30% profit is pretty nice. It's not something to complain about. Now, when you're dealing with coins, you know, is it worth it? Is it worth buying these coins to resell them? So I've got 4 of those too. There's more of them in here. When it comes to reselling something and you're making, even if you're making 20 or 30% profit, but you're only getting like 10 or 15 bucks, it's not really worth my time. I like to try to make at least $100 profit per transaction when I'm mailing things out. And when I get into my real business stuff, I had a top selling product in category in Amazon. And, you know, we were selling like 50,000 units a year plus. And when you're doing something like that and you can automate it, I was getting a nice paycheck every month without having to do too much, which was great. So let's go ahead and do our next giveaway, which is, I forget the name of this coin, but it's a really cool ship coin, guys. I love, but between Star Wars and ship coins, it's kind of a hard mix. I think I like those a lot, but this is a really cool coin too, 2023. We'll do that as a giveaway. So let's do a Star Wars giveaway here. So let's do Okay. There are 9 Star Wars official Star Wars movies, and then there's a bunch of other little offshoot movies. Which is the best Star Wars movie? And you got the start there. So one guess. You got to write the name of the Star Wars movie. There's only one answer to this.
There's only one answer to this.
This should be fast.
Yeah, there's only one answer, and if you get it wrong, if you don't know it, you don't even put it down. I don't want to see anything but the right answer on the board, honestly. It's a joke, everybody. Don't worry. I love you guys. But there is only really one answer. Knox, I'll say that's number 2, but that's not number 1. Sorry.
Remember, I'm Generation X, so I'll tell you a little story, guys.
It's not the Phantom Menace.
It's not the Phantom Menace. So I'm going to tell you a story. My earliest memory is going to see Star Wars at the movie theater. Okay, that'll kind of date me a little bit, but I think I was only about a year and a half old, and my earliest memory is looking up from my stroller at Darth Vader, thinking I'm going to frickin' die. And I didn't scream, but I was just kind of really hesitant looking at this guy. So where I live, there's a city called Newport Beach, which is a really cool, very expensive, rich, uppity place. It's also one of the most conservative cities in the country, too. You've got a lot of Republicans that are out there, and the reason I say that is it's just different than what a lot of people think of California. The county I live in has traditionally been Republican, but it's gone purple as of late. And whatever your voting record is or which way you go is fine. I don't want to politicize any of this. I'm just giving you an example of a city that's a little different than the rest of the state. But they happen to have a lot of money there, so they have the largest movie screen west of the Mississippi there. It's massive.
That's cool.
It's so big, it has 4 aisles to go down the seats. And they've taken all those seats out and now turned them into recliners. But back then, it was the largest movie screen you could go to. And anytime they do a Star Wars premiere, they always have a lot of characters that show up. And it's really fun. So one of these days, I'll show you guys some more stuff there. But there's only one Star Wars movie that is the best. And that's the one that has AT-ATs in it, guys. They're not AT-ATs, they're AT-ATs. So it's Empire Strikes Back. There's only one answer.
Yeah, there's only one answer. All right, so I'll say a couple things here. Metal Scholar had it first, and Aspiring Alchemist. Again, you with the right answer right at the very tail. Just keep trying, girl. You're gonna win. And Nick's coins. That's why you need to watch Star Wars. You could have won a free silver, but you chose not to watch Star Wars. We given you weeks to watch it, and you chose not to. You'd rather just sit at the pool, and I get it. But you could sit at the pool and watch Star Wars and do 2 things at the same time, multitasking, you know. But anyway, hey, I want to do something real quick because I'm feeling generous too. Because I'm that kind of guy. Since I'm the guy that started the dude move language. But anyway, you have a silver quarter on you right now by any chance?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor? I'll replenish it for you. Send Aspiring Alchemist a silver quarter for me for being a trooper, for having the right answer, just not at the right time, but still you're a winner in my book. So go ahead and she says always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Well, Aspiring Alchemist, you and I just had a shotgun wedding overnight. Don't worry, I'll return you to the wild tomorrow safely. And you're a winner in my book of a 90% silver quarter, and I'll take care of that. Yes, Knockstack, dude move, totally incoming. And
so let me ask you, Aspiring Alchemist, do you want this? I've got this Standing Liberty, or I can get you one that is a lot less worn. That is let's see. I can get you one that's more modern, that's less worn. You let me know what you'd like.
Look, and he's giving you options. There's so much dudeness going around. My dude cup overfloweth. Yeah. And also because I wanted her to also win too, because she made a comment earlier about how she enjoyed when the women won in the community, and there needs to be more of that. So here's my contributions to the community of letting the women be winners too, because all y'all are winners in my opinion. Because honestly, without sounding any kind of way, you don't find many women even involved in the precious metals community or even in this kind of stuff. So the fact that you all are willing to be, in my opinion, unicorns in the society, good on you all, and I love you all, and we're here for you guys. Don't feel like you're not equals. You're all equal in my opinion, and we're all stacking our own paces. Don't matter if you have 100 ounces of gold or no gold. We're all equal. We're all the same mindset. Doesn't matter how much you have. It's how your mind is. And in my opinion, the 30 people right now that are taking their Saturday that chose to listen to this are, in my opinion, the effing echelons of society. And let me explain to you, because you guys decide, you know what? Some places it's sunny, some places it's not. You could be out doing things. You chose to be around the information of gold and silver and two dudes that are hanging out, and you're playing your part of the community, if you will. And like I've always been saying, it's about building a community, establishing it, keeping people around, inviting others, not letting the flock go astray, not worried about little words and this personality disagreements or ideas and stuff. We all are all different, but we all are unique. So it makes us all a big community. And, I think it's awesome what we're doing. But anyway, that's my little love soapbox right there. Just want to give that little thing to aspiring alchemists. So, congratulations. You're I guess, the runner-up winner, I guess. I guess something like that. That works in my opinion.
Love it, Sean. Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm going to look at we're going to do a couple bins right now. I need to look and see what I'm listing these things at right now. Just a second. We're going to do something real quick here. All right. I'm going to do a dude move here too if you guys want to.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can share my screen just a second.
Contagious.
I'm really the only person still selling these Rising Sun on eBay. Most of them are gone. These are hard to find right now. Most of them have been sold. You might find one person selling one or two, but no one else has got the whole stack. I just took forever to get them out. I am selling these right now. Let's see if I can show. I got to figure out how to share my web screen. Just a second. No, that's not the right thing. Sorry, guys. I will, in time, learn this better. There was another.
Yeah, I couldn't help you because I'm computer illiterate too. This stuff all is beyond my. I didn't stay involved in technology, I guess.
No, that's not guest 2. We don't want that guest. That's a no guest. Okay, we got you, Sean. We've got the coins we can see here, right? Okay. Let's see if I can get.
Yeah, I've got you on the other device here, and it looks like it's got your screen. There's a little delay from our live thing to the thing. It's about, I would say, 15 seconds or so.
Oh, there's some stuff I want to show you guys on my computer screen. Let's see if I can get it to do this.
It's all part of the learning process. Tell everybody, when you can't be no matter what you're starting to, everybody.
Okay.
Be patient with yourself. You can't be a black belt first day of class, but you will achieve greatness if you keep showing up to class. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me if this is going to work. This isn't exactly how I wanted it to show up. I wanted it to be a totally different screen. But can you guys see my Google page now? Yeah? Okay. I think you can see that.
Yeah, we see your desktop now.
Why won't that disappear on me there? Okay, that's weird.
There's your Google screen.
Okay. Let me find. It must have gone down here. No, it disappeared on me. Oh, that's weird.
Get it.
Okay.
You get it. We ain't losing nobody.
We're gonna go to eBay. You guys can see this real quick.
Yeah, we see your desktop. At least I see your desktop. I guess I can try to help you out since I'm if I'm able to communicate to you live through here, and it's a couple seconds delay on from what I'm seeing. At least I can keep you up from what I'm seeing on my side.
All right, we're gonna go to eBay.
Okay, you're there. Yeah, you're there. The stream now is like 3 or 4 seconds behind. It's case caught. Okay, I see it now. You're good. Keep going.
Oh my gosh, why is it bringing all these other up? Okay.
Man, the people in this stream are true soldiers. It's been 29 constant. I love all you guys.
Okay, well,
damn stream, I love you all.
I don't know if this is gonna let me in.
Remember talking about manifesting it, getting in, and you'll.
Okay, we're gonna skip that. But if you guys go look right now, these coins should be going for quite a bit. I've got them listed right now at. We're gonna pull this off for just a second here, and we'll come back to it. Shrink it down there. I've got these coins going for. Shoot. Let me look it up on my other screen. Just a second. Give me 1 second.
Good. Knox stacks with the link. Man, that guy's a stud.
Yeah, link's one thing. The other thing is trying to log in, guys. So just a second. Okay, it's logging me in right now. Okay. All right, let's see if we can use that link, if that'll help.
Pico's got it at says $49.99, and Knox stacks put a link in the stream for everybody.
Okay, so here's the deal I'll do right now, guys. Is it's a buy it now. So if you don't want to do it, that's fine. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 of these that I can do a buy it now for $45, and it will include shipping. Shipping will be free.
That's discount. Double check. And you said also comes with a sticker too, right?
Yeah, it'll come with that'll come with the sticker. Yep.
Guys, that in itself is worth the $50, $45 right there. I'm telling you, when he makes it big and that's 1 of 100 sticker goes out, you're going to be so happy that you have that sticker. You'll be able to resell that sticker for a half ounce of gold in the future. I'm telling you.
So if you want one, just type in bin 45 and then email me your information and we'll get that out to you.
Shoot, $45. I'm telling you, man, the sticker will be worth $100 in the future in a couple months. Because all you gotta do is keep getting Drew to sign those surfboards coins of yours and have the first set and be able to be like, hey, I had the first official entire collection signed and only signed by him. Yeah, dude, you'll become like it's great things are coming, man. Everybody just hold on to your faith, hold on to what you got going. Don't get discouraged, and I'm telling you, man, great things are coming for all of us. Just trust me. Trust the process is what I'll tell everybody. But for $45, that's a great deal, and it includes shipping too. It's like $6 in itself for some people. So for $39 a coin, and you're getting a sticker, that's might be worth $100 in the future. That's winning.
All right, so we got a couple bins here.
Winning. Tiger Stacker's got a bin at 45. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego 777A has a bin at 45 as well. I love it.
Okay, and then I just need you guys to email me at stackingsurfer@gmail.com. Give me your YouTube name as well as your real name so I can send this to you. And then your address.
Yeah.
And then what I will do, I don't think I have it up here on here right now, but if you go to PayPal is going to be the best way to do it right now. I need to set up some other systems on that, but if you do PayPal and you look up stackingsurfer@gmail.com, it should pull up my correct thing. Maybe Knox, or if you can pull that up, would be good.
Knox is going to be like your Tay Jones, basically.
Okay, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find it. Just a second.
Knox is asking, can we post your PayPal link for the winners to help speak?
If you can tell me where to find it, yes.
Shouldn't it be your Gmail address?
It should be. That should be the way you can find it.
That's usually what I think the standard they ask for is a Gmail address, so they don't use Gmail. They ask you for something else. But I'm pretty sure it's stackingsurfer@gmail.com should be your PayPal address. Don't quote me, everybody, because I haven't verified and triple checked that. But I'm just going off the normally scheduled program for PayPal does. But make sure before you send payment you double check. Actually, what I would maybe just reinforce to people who are making payment. I think have to worry about anything with security wise. This dude's totally legit. It's just more before you send payment, just say, hey, I'm sending payment. Just want to make sure you got it. That why you're not sending it to, the stacking surfer of Michigan or something like that. Somebody other stacking, he's surfing the the mud tides or whatever. Just make sure he's one of the right surfer. A lot of surfers out there. Kiko's asking for a big favor. I don't know, Kiko. That's a big favor. She's asking if you can get her signed in San Diego too. I guess she's got a coin too.
Maybe it's the hard thing is he like they have the skate decks. They're only doing 15 of those signed.
She might have to take a trip up to you maybe and get in a video like Giga. She might have to start.
Yeah, there may be a way to do it.
You're like, look,
it just depends.
You're going to drive to him now and meet him out there in public, make a video, and then go see Drew and see what happens. You never know. But if you build it, they will come. It's like the field of dreams, everybody. If you build it, they will come. If you manifest it in your head, you'd be surprised about how that pre-33 gold coin I got the other day. I've been looking at that for weeks, and I've been just looking at it, just plotting on it, and eventually went in 2 days ago and got the exact coin out, the one I wanted. Oh, that one, that XF 1885 from San Francisco, where Marty McFly and Dr. Emmett Brown used that coin in Back to the Future Part 3 in 1885 to go pay for their horses and their flux capacitors to get back to 1985. Yay. And I got it. So anyway, you never know.
Yeah, so do this. Go on to PayPal. Sorry, guys. I got to figure out how to get the link set up better. As you can tell from my channel, and even just now, my business, I'm not planning on my business being auctions every week and then having some videos here and there. That's not the main business I'm looking to get into. What I'm looking to get into is really helping the community be able to know how to better stack gold and silver and other things that are going to help you guys through the crazy times that may be ahead of us. So with that said, I'm still figuring part of this out. So let me just make sure I've got the right people down. So I've got Shadrach, and then I also have Tiger Stacker.
Correct.
And I think those are the only two we've got for that right now.
Okay. You have 4 left, right? You said you still have 4 left?
I've got more left. So you guys, they'll go up on it. They'll move at 50. It'll just it just depends when people are coming.
But that deal ends at the end before the end of the stream, right?
Yes, that deal ends at the end of the stream here. So one other one I'm going to throw out here for buy it now too. Same deal, which is going to be free shipping and $45, and that's these Beskar bars from 2022.
What? Okay. You get a Beskar bar for $45 with shipping and a sticker. You guys better buy everything he has right now. Go figure out. You better hack the matrix. Figure out what his PayPal address is. Just go ahead and shove the money in there. Then call him and say, bro, the money's there now. Just go ahead and take it off. It's sold out. I want them all. I'm telling you, man, those stickers are going to be worth a lot of money in the future. I'm not joking. I'm serious. Like, I see this guy becoming like big time. He and I have been talking off site, man. So I can confidently say that my West Coast buddy is like me. We're true warriors, and we're not. You're gonna have to take us out. We're not. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, we're not stopping, and we're not letting anybody get in our way. So come along for the big wave that we're about to create, everybody. It's gonna be awesome for everybody involved. And I'm telling you, the dude sticker is going to be worth, like, you mark my words. What's today's date? 24th, June 24th, 2023. Mark it right now, 2:54 Eastern Standard Time. that within a year or so now, watch that sticker go on auction for $100. You mark my word right now. And if I'm wrong, I owe you all an ounce of silver.
Oh, here's my screen. Okay, there it is, guys. I couldn't find it. It was like hiding.
It was waiting for the proper moment.
Okay, so you guys can see that up. So look, you're going to find some of these every once in a while. If you want to go and follow me, I may end up having them go on sale at some point, but right now they're going to stick around this price for now. So you got until the end of the stream to still bin it. You just need to let me know bin 45 and Beskar or Rising Sun. And those deals will stay until the stream comes down here. So there's a couple other things I wanted to show you guys real quick, and then we will do the last giveaway, which is a Beskar bar. And if you don't get it, I'll keep it open for a minute as we do that. So tell me if you can see my red screen now.
I'm seeing that your Rising, as of live time on your thing here, I see the Rising Sun still up.
So do you see SD Bullion now?
Okay, I see your red screen now, but I'm thinking that the stream is a little behind, so I'm assuming you're oh. There you go.
Okay. Couple tips I want to give you guys right now on bars and getting good deals. So I'm not going to refresh these because I don't know if anything's going to break on me, but I did this last night. I don't own any of these, but I've been thinking about them because in my safe, I hate it when my metals just go flying all over the place. And right now I have the only 10-ounce bars I really have in any quantity are the Royal Canadian Mint bars, which I love. I think they're probably the best bar you can get next to the Beskar bars. But for price, much better price. So about half the price. These look really cool, and I'm thinking about picking up some of these Scottsdale stackers. So right now, if you go to SD Bullion, they're $291 a piece. But if you go directly to Scottsdale Mint, and today may be the last day, they have them for $250 each if you do an e-check.
It's Saturday. Chances are they're going to lock it off probably around 8 o'clock p.m. our time.
So I don't know if it's still there. Go take a look at it and see if it's still there. But that right there, you're not going to find it any lower than this anywhere. It's a sell that they're doing right now. So if you're interested in those, I would go and take a look at those. And they normally, look at this is their 100-ounce bar is still more expensive, right, per ounce. So it's another $14 more expensive per ounce to get the 100-ounce bar. And I would never buy a 100-ounce bar unless you have a lot of extra money and you're really wanting to stack it for something else like real estate. This is not 100-ounce bars are not stacker bars for prepping stacking. Maybe even the 10 ounces aren't good for prepping stacking either. But if you're looking to eventually sell some of that silver, the bars can be a low way to get in. And they can also be helpful. And then Drew Brophy, we're going to have some more stuff coming up with Drew that's going to be really good. I will put a link in the video here once this thing gets posted to Drew's site. But right now they have these skateboards that are available. They're $175 each. If you want them to be signed, I think there's only 15 of them. So I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to get all 3 of these and what I can do. And then they have them without being signed for $125. You can put your own wheels on them, or they're a little pricey here with the wheels on them at $300. But I think if you go to buy these and you put your email in, I think they may have a 15% discount when you start off. Please do me a favor if you go to buy anything from this site, send me an email with like a screenshot of what you bought. You can take off the information with your credit card, but I want to be able to take that to them because I'm talking to them about possibly doing an affiliate link. So I want to show them if anybody's doing this, that there are people in the stacking community that have some interest in doing this. So these are cool. You can hang them on your wall. He's also got some of his original art that's here. And what I can tell you is you're probably more likely to get something signed if you come local and you happen to come buy some of this stuff. You have probably a better chance of doing that. But I don't know what he'll do with signing. That's going to be something that's hard to do. I'm hoping to get, I bought 20 of the surfboard coins. And I will be giving some of those away on my channel. So I think when we hit the 1,000 subscriber, I'll give one of those away. And we may even do some other giveaways in the near future, but I want to kind of keep that first coin going for my channel for the next few years. We may have some of them get additionally signed. I'm trying to see if I can get more of those signed, and if I can, we'll do some auctions on those as well. And then let's see, the last thing I wanted to do.
Yeah, back to sent PayPal.
Okay, good. Can you guys see a picture that's up now that says Peter Gandich? I think that's coming up now. Do you guys see a chart?
Yeah, you're 15 seconds behind.
Okay, is the chart coming up?
It's up. It's up. There, it's up. Yeah, you're
okay.
From our live to there. I got you. Yeah, it's up.
So I'm going to go through a handful of charts I want you guys to understand right now too. So this is part of the education part of today. Give away a special name there. Peter, I don't know Peter. So as always, this is not financial advice. This is just stuff I found on Twitter that I thought I'd bring up today. So you go do your own research on this and try to figure out what it means for you. But it's some things I wanted to point out. We just don't get a lot of this in the stacking community where people point it out. Let me know in the comments below if you guys. One of the things I'm thinking about doing is a live stream every Monday and every Friday. Monday would be talking about what to expect in gold and silver pricing for the next week. What is the dollar doing? What is gold doing? What is silver doing? What do we expect that's going to be coming up? So certain events that you may need to watch, like CPI indexes coming out. And then on Friday, what I would be doing is basically doing a recap of what happened. If you have interest in that, put a comment down below. Let me know. If you guys have any thoughts on additional videos you would like to see, additional information you'd like to see, I've done a lot of investing. I've worked with a lot of brokers. I've had a lot more money in my past and been able to really get to understand and know this stuff. I do have a master's degree in analytics and data and also advertising and marketing. And so I've been around doing a lot of this on my own. I've actually fired all my financial advisors because they have all been horrible. And if you find a financial advisor that actually loves gold and silver and is telling people to allocate a large portion of that, let me know, because I haven't found one yet. But what I want to show you here right now is this is potentially the largest golden cup, or the cup and handle formation that happens with charting. And typically what happens when you have a cup and handle is you see something like this where the circle is. Let's see, I got to go this way. And you see where the circle is here. You tend to have these, the probability is higher. So greater than a 50% probability. I couldn't tell you how high it is, but it's a lot better than 50% that it'll break out to the top. And if you can look at pricing here, this is where we kind of topped out at 2000 right here. And this is going all the way back to, I believe, that looks like 15, 14. So 2012 is where this started. So this is a really long cup and handle. If this is correct, we should be seeing a pretty good jump in gold. Now, many of you that follow this stuff know that gold and silver is manipulated in the COMEX market and with, derivatives, paper gold. Yeah. So I think there's 50 ounces of gold on paper that's traded on the exchanges for every one ounce that's physical. If that ever unwinds and comes apart, you should see your gold value go up by 50 times because that's where the money is right now, right? That would be if all that money went back into physical. So probably wouldn't happen to that extent, but you could have something large happen. So, I'm not going to tell you right now is the best time to buy gold and silver because I don't know for sure. I always say dollar cost average, but we could be seeing a super cycle coming here. The other thing I wanted to point out that I just found in the news too is this guy here is telling us to keep accumulating silver. He's got a report that he's referencing here, and if you can see this chart down here, I'll zoom in on it. The amount of silver in the reserves has been drained significantly, okay? Now you can look at the number there and say, okay, it's 1.1 to 800,000, but percentage-wise, it's still a decent percentage that's been drained relative to the trend over the last several years. So it's kind of like the strategic oil reserve has been drained, so is the silver. So what does that mean? Well, at some point they have to replenish that silver reserve. And so there's going to be a large amount of buying that's happening. The other thing that can happen here too is that we can have what's called a short squeeze, where there's so much pressure to purchase that it ends up jumping the price up there. Another chart I wanted to look at here too was, is it time for silver to rally, to rebound after a bunch of future selling? And it's very possible, right? But what we're seeing here that's interesting is that the bullion dealers right now have silver in product in stock. The price is lower than it was a month or two ago. So if you were buying a month or two ago, you should probably still be buying right now, dollar cost average. You'll get a lower price, and it's easier to get supply right now, so you're more likely to get what you want. And if the price is lower because you've had a lot of future selling going on, most likely it's going to start going back up again. And you guys, as I always say, when you look at waves, let's see if I've got a picture of that. I don't think it's on my Instagram. I'll have to do a post of it. But waves come in sets. And as they come in sets, you're going to have a peak and you're going to have a trough. And you want to buy in the trough and you want to sell in the peak if you're going to sell. If you're not selling, you still want to know when the trough is so that you can buy at the lowest point, right? So that was some information I just wanted to share with you guys there that kind of goes over... I'm going to hide that way over here because I don't know how to get rid of it. Oh, I guess I got rid of it. Okay, cool. So that was some information I wanted to share with you guys and just kind of get out there. And let's see, we're going to put you on. Can I get you on here, Sean? All right.
Sure.
So that kind of ends everything out. I do need to run now, but we're going to do... so last call for best Scar bars. Last call for Rising
Last
Sun.
call.
45.
Turn the lights on. Pay
Just
your
put
check.
bin-
Last call.
Bin
Pick the
45
bartenders.
and tell me which one you want. And then we're going to do the drawing right now for the... what did I say this was? I think it's a 2022. Yeah, 2022 best Scar bar. Okay, so let's do the drawing here. I'm going to make it quick. And what I am going to do here is we're going to do a number. Okay, and I'm going to type it in here and tell you what the range is. You get one guess, guys.
Wait for the go. There it is.
And I do have it written down right here.
Between 300 and 350. I forget who it was earlier that says if I had my coffee today. Nah, I don't have coffee. I'm just normally a very excitable kind of guy. Trust me, totally sober. It's just excited to be on streams. You know, we have been going 3 hours plus. Like they what's this space? What was it? Ray Bar hopped in here. I was like, "You guys still going?" Like, yeah, man, we're true warriors, bro. That's how we do.
So yeah, I've got a couple of fun comments in here real quick just to reply to. My gardener is blowing the leaf. Sorry, guys. So.
Oh yeah, the leaf blower. Yeah.
You know, someday maybe you can have a gardener too. I don't know. I live in California. There's nowhere to put a frickin' shed. You have no space in your garage. You have to park in your garage. It's crazy HOA crap. And so I don't have room for a lawnmower or anything else. I have to hire someone out to do it. It's a little bit crazy.
Yo, look who's here. It's Randy. Randy, my dude.
Randy, what's
Sorry,
up, man?
Excited. Randy,
Okay, so one other
up?
thing I wanted to throw out here is I am going to be doing a bunch of, beat on the street kind of thing. I'm going to try to get like a spin wheel. I'm going to take candy bars out. We're going to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And the reality is if I ever see any of my content being copied, it makes me happy, guys. It means that I'm making a difference and trying to help get the community going. I don't buy into this stuff in the community where someone's like, hey, I did a Dave Ramsey video first. What are you doing another Dave Ramsey video? Yeah, well, I might have a different perspective on it, guys. Like, I think Dave Ramsey's debt snowball and his 7 baby steps are awesome, and everybody should follow those. After that, turn Dave Ramsey off. Go somewhere else. So he is great at getting you out of debt. He's great at helping you start to build an emergency fund and saving for retirement as well as for kids' education. And once you get out of that, forget it. He's all about mutual funds, and he's about keeping you poor. I wouldn't go there. I'd go more to go to Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and learn how to do real estate investing. And if you guys want to learn how to do real estate investing, I could do a bunch of courses on real estate investing. I've owned dozens of properties. I've made lots of money flipping houses and selling them, and I'm in the process of getting back into self-storage facilities. So there's going to be some fun stuff ahead if you guys want to learn more about that. But hopefully all of this stuff helps, and you guys can learn a little bit more about this too. All right, so I think you guys found the PayPal link, which is good. And now I'm going to reveal this. So I'm going to do a quick 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, guys. So here's the number, 311. Pretty decent music, I think. So
we got Adam H on the button, first to go. 311. Amber is the color of Adam's
there we
energy.
go.
311, Adam H, you are the winner. Congratulations, my friend. Make sure to email stackingsurfer@gmail.com with your first name and full, or I guess Adam H will work for the post office, I guess. But make sure you put your address in there and give us the thumbs up, and you are the winner of that giveaway. Yay. Congratulations.
Okay, these are... All right, cool, guys. All right, so last take here. If anybody wants to do a Beskar, I'll show you guys the screenshot again. If anybody wants to do another one of these Beskars, I've got these at 45 right now, which I think is a pretty good price. 45 for the Rising Sun, free shipping. So that,
and it gets a sticker.
And you're also not paying the TAX word on these either. So if you go through eBay, you're going to be paying that.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to get some fees because I don't have the PayPal totally set up, so I'll take the fees too. So I'm not making a bunch of money off these guys. I'm just trying to move some product and help you guys out. So that's what I've got, and it's a dude move. So what I'm going to try to work on doing is some live streams on Wednesday night and probably Saturday morning is what I'm looking at here for the next few months, or next few weeks, I should say. If you guys have interest in doing a educational and where we're at in the market on Mondays and Fridays, leave a comment, or even better, send me an email and just let me know what you guys like to see, and we'll give a couple different formats a try as well. But anyway, hopefully this was fun for you guys. Sean, thanks for joining up on this. Knox, thanks for being a good moderator. Yes. And Knox, I do have your coin to come out. I'll send you a little something special too for helping with moderation. And you know what, guys? It's all about helping the community out and helping each other out. So until next time, peace out and have a wonderful Saturday.
Yeah.